Hi, this is Rekha, and I'm Gabby. Join us all summer long as we're on the hunt for local businesses and amazing hidden gems in our beautiful cities of Edmonton and Fort McMurray, which this totally isn't. Tune in, cause this is RNG in the 780.
Great. All right, it is a beautiful, beautiful sunny day here in Edmonton. I couldn't have wished for a nicer day to be here. It's just gorgeous outside. My name is Gabby. I am the G in RNG in the 780. And today we are visiting possibly one of my most favorite places ever. Definitely my favorite place for good old-fashioned Lebanese Mediterranean food. We're at Shish Shawarma. So I'll be excited to take you guys through what traditional Lebanese cuisine is. I'll be talking to the wonderful owner of Shish Shawarma, and we'll go over kind of what to expect, what the difference between shawarma and donairs are, and if we're lucky, and I can pull it off, I'm going to have him walk me through making a shawarma. Now, as you know, this is being streamed live, so the restaurant is still open live, so what we see is what we get. Hopefully, people will be understanding and accommodating, and I won't mess up anyone's orders that they have to take home embarrassingly. But other than that, let's bring you guys through. So as soon as you come in here, beautiful signage, awesome place. We got the Cedar of Lebanon. And my most favorite person to see here, and the best person I know, Omar Najjar.
Welcome to Shawarma.
Omar Najjar.
Hello, welcome. Welcome to Shawarma.
Awesome, always happy to be here. Omar is
It's always good to see you.
Oh, thank you, Omar. That's very flattering. Yeah. Omar is the owner and operator of Shish Shawarma. He's been kind enough to interview us. At some point, would you be okay if you ran me through how to make a shawarma?
Of course, we're gonna let you leave here as Chef Gabby.
Oh, perfect. There you go, an exclusive just for you guys. So we're gonna just quickly have a seat here. Sweet. Is this better? We'll do that. The wind's now picking up because I jinxed it by saying it's a nice day. But Omar, I feel like I come here all the time. I'm always excited to see you when I'm here. I love eating here, very biased opinion of course, but I don't know too much about the history of the restaurant, kind of the origin story, where you got started. So can I ask you, like, first of all, Omar Najjar, why did he want to do this? What's his background experience in doing so?
Well, why did I want to do this? And the background. Background, when we came from Lebanon, okay, my parents, they owned a restaurant. Okay. We owned the burger brand in Raymond, Alberta.
Okay.
And then I went to school. I'm an original engineer.
Oh, nice.
And then I got into real estate. And I've always loved having businesses on the side.
Okay.
And loved restaurants.
Of course.
So then when I moved to Edmonton, I opened Cora, breakfast and lunch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That got burned down back in 2012.
Okay, so maybe not that much. But like,
So anyways, we got to Shish, at the time.
okay.
And I got involved with Shish and decided to buy this downtown location that originally started in 2005.
Oh, okay.
With the original owner. 2005, he opened this place. It was the first shawarma place, real authentic shawarma place in Alberta, basically.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and it did very, very, very well. And then it got sold, I think, around 2009, 2010, something like that, or 2011. And then it wasn't run properly, so I bought it at the end of 2013. It's such a rich cuisine. It's one of the richest cuisines in the world, and yet people think that, Italian food, or, like, with no offense to anybody's food. I love Italian food,
of course. Yeah.
But
just look at the Italians after us here.
Yeah. I love Italian food, or, like other, fine cuisines, you know, where Lebanese cuisine was not considered one of them, where it's very, very rich cuisine. Because everybody, they were opening little places and opening doner shops, and people thinking, okay, that's Lebanese food,
Yeah, of course.
you know? So, like, although I didn't open a fine dining Lebanese restaurant, but I wanted to give the quality of fine dining food, you know, in a small place, you know. So the shawarma really, it's different than doner, you know. So, and it bothers me when people say, come in and say we want a doner, you know.
Of course,
Well,
it's very like it's a double-edged sword. Sometimes
Yeah.
I feel like I'm happy people know about donairs, and
Yeah.
it's like you're getting close to the food. And if
Yeah.
you ask me for a donair place, I'll point you to a place.
Exactly.
But if you ask me for a shawarma place or a Lebanese place, I will definitely bring you here.
Yeah.
But to those who don't know, what is the difference between a donair and a shawarma, in your opinion?
Doner, it's basically, it's processed.
Okay.
It's processed meat with a lot of fillers, a lot of preservatives, a lot of, you know, just, it's like to me, it's like a big hot dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where the shawarma, the real shawarma, it's actual steak.
Yeah.
Okay? That's sliced, marinated, and stacked on top of each other. And yet with shawarma, you can see different qualities too. Like, you know, you go to some places that you eat a shawarma and it's like rubber, you know, because they don't want to spend that extra dollar to get the right meat, you know.
Okay.
Where here we buy the AAA Alberta beef, so
Oh,
we pay top quality for the meats
So all the meats are from Alberta
from
itself,
Alberta, yes.
locally sourced.
You know?
Beautiful.
So our meats are AAA Alberta beef, so it's sliced, marinated in-house, and it's built right here with no preservatives, no fillers, no processed meat. Our kebabs also Alberta meats that we marinate and we build, we do here. So you get that fine dining quality, but at a cheaper price and a street food kind of thing.
Oh, beautiful.
You know,
Excellent.
So that's why I wanted to give that experience. And for the chicken shawarma, also there's difference between our shawarma and what people have an image of the shawarma. You know, like other places also doner shawarma chicken doner. You know, it's also not really the chicken that you should get. You know what I mean? Like here, we use the chicken breast. You
Okay.
know, where the chicken doner, it's mostly the legs. It's a lot of skin. It's a lot of, you know. So you probably had the experience of biting a chicken and something bites under
Yeah,
your
that's
teeth.
right.
You know,
It's fighting me back. Yeah, that's right.
this one doesn't. You know,
Okay.
so you know, although there's other places that have very good qualities. I'm not saying nobody does. You know, but there's a lot of places that have good qualities. But the people just got used to that. You know, that it's just a grub food. You know, which it's not. You know, so. When I bought this place, we revived it, we made it very authentic, and we won a lot of awards by the Herald, by the View Weekly, by Consumer's Choice, by
You name it, it's
you
there.
name
Yeah,
it, yeah,
of
you
course.
know. So for the best shawarma in Edmonton and area, and you know we've been doing very well,
Perfect.
and yeah, so
Do you find that people typically now, I know that there's a famous scene in Avengers where they go out for shawarmas at the end, and I was always excited when RDJ said that because I'm like, yes, thank God now people will start to ask about shawarmas instead of
right.
donairs.
Yeah.
Did you see a sudden spike in sales after that happened, or was it no difference? Do you feel that people know more about shawarma and they can differentiate, or are they
no,
still...
they do, but also because a lot of people from the east are here. Because in
of
the
course.
east, you don't find doner shops. Like in the east, they don't know what a doner is. Like in the east, I'm talking Ontario, Quebec. You know, they don't know what a doner is because over there, the doner, it's the gyros, it's the Greek.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
know, so when they come here, I've had so many people, and up till today, still they walk in and they're like, oh, finally a shawarma place. You know, up till now.
You'd think that they'd want the doner place because they don't have them, but I find that, yeah, I have to say the same
Yeah.
is true. Having gone through Toronto, I drove around to see if the myth is true. Now, this might change, so legally, I'm not saying there isn't, but I did spend a good 2-3 weeks trying to see if they did have doner shops. I would say none at all. It was shawarmas, which bonuses, hooray. But you find that they come here and they're looking for the authentic kind of shawarma taste, and do they all leave super happy and smiles
100%.
every time?
100%.
That's a guarantee.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
But also
guaranteed.
legally not a guarantee, just in case.
I always say guaranteed, money back guarantee.
Oh,
you
okay.
know. But also you can't, nobody can make everybody happy 100%.
Of course.
You know, because it doesn't matter, some people, doesn't matter what you do, you will never ever, you know, satisfy everybody. But our satisfaction rate is very high, you know, and
Perfect.
so yeah.
Yeah, we've got onlookers here, so it's great. We'll
Yeah.
keep pushing through as much as we can. So I just wanted to take it back. Now, Shish Shawarma, why that name in particular? And does it have a specific meaning?
Well-
The shawarma part, of course, we know. But what about the shish part?
It was, you know, it was lashish, right?
Okay.
And when I started to expand, okay, I decided to rebrand. Okay, so we rebranded, and my whole idea was, instead of the LA, is put the leaf and the falafel.
Okay.
For the LA, but people didn't catch on.
No, of
you
course
know?
not.
So they started calling it Shish, and I'm like, you know,
You
man,
know,
it didn't work.
yeah,
you
that's
know
the
what I mean?
little victories. You take them when you can. Yeah, of course.
So it didn't work. So people started saying Shish Shawarma and Shish Shawarma. So they didn't catch on that, no, it's lashish, but we just went with it.
Okay, so the
but
term
shish, it means the skewer.
Oh, there you go. You got to it before I did. I was gonna say.
So a skewer of shawarma. It's the skewer of shawarma.
Perfect. So ultimately, you did what Facebook did. They got rid of the before Facebook, and you got rid of la before shish, because la is our version
Well,
of.
the idea wasn't to get rid of the la, but people just didn't catch on. So I just
You went with the nature of the crowd.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like multiple times if I bring anyone over here, even if I introduced it, they catch the shish end of it, but never the la, because they
That's right.
never. It doesn't register, and I don't know.
And
what
still,
it is,
a
but-
lot of people still, know this place as Lashish, And I tell them, yes, it's still the same, but,
Is there
we
any
rebranded.
specials or discounts they get if they know that it's lashish or the history behind it?
Of course. That means loyalty.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
perfect. That's
yeah.
that's one of the hardest things to buy. So I know that we're kind of taking it through here, and I'm just wondering, the pandemic has been quite interesting. It's been awful in a lot of places. One of the hardest hit places we found is, obviously, we're sitting on the patio here, which was impossible a few years back. How did the kind of pandemic impact you, and what did you do to kind of navigate around and, thankfully still exist and prosper?
It impacted us a lot because we had opened another location in Leduc,
Okay.
and with the pandemic we couldn't survive because the pandemic hit about 4 months after we opened.
Oh, no.
So the place hadn't caught traction yet.
Mm-hmm.
So we couldn't survive, and the landlord wasn't willing to.
Oh, yeah,
help,
no
so-
negotiations at all.
Yeah, so we had to shut down.
Okay.
And this place here, because we're established and we have such loyal client base, which thank you to all our customers, they made us survive.
Okay.
Yet it was tough. It was very, very, very tough. And still, right now, we're still coming out of it.
Yeah, of course.
But we're lucky enough. We're fortunate that we did survive. But as you can see, a lot of
Yeah.
places didn't. So we did well.
No, I remembered even trying to order through the pandemic because, of course, I miss this food. I'm very biased. I'm here all the time. Hopefully, it's not too much self-promotion. But one of the things I realized was, I so often automatically come to walk through the doors, and one day I had to come through the doors, and it was pickup only. Couldn't sit here. They've got an awesome kind of patio out here to lounge, relax. Typically, there is awesome Lebanese and Arabic music playing. We had to cut that short because of licensing, so we could do this. But when you do come in through the doors, I can tell you step by step, the music is the first thing that hits you. There's also a nice water fountain right behind us there too. Super lively, and as soon as you open these very doors, you're just hit by the aromas, the smells. I wish we had smell-o-vision available for you guys, so you guys could get the smell of it. But since we don't have that, you should come down here and try that out. Omar, couple things I wanted to ask, and since we talked about donairs and shawarmas and the differences between them, when people come for Lebanese food, what can they expect? What are the typical items that, like, if I come here and I had no idea what to choose, where would you lead me? What items?
What I do and I tell my staff to do is to be generous. Okay. So the first thing, if you're new here, I tell them to do a little plate with samplers of everything for you to try. And this way you make up your mind. You know, you tell me, okay, oh no, I like this, I like that, you know. So this way, because my suggestions you might not like, you know. So why not give you that sample for you to try, you know, and this way the customer appreciates it.
Of course.
Okay. And you'll be 100% knowing what you want, and then when they choose what they want, then you can suggest, you know, modifications to it, you know, that what goes with it, what, you know, stuff like that. So
perfect. It's excellent.
But our most popular item is the mixed shawarma, you know, plate. That's with the plates. The plates, people love the mixed shawarma place because they got the beef, they got the chicken, they got the rice, they got the salad, hummus, garlic, you know.
So speaking of recipes, I noticed that you told us that the shawarmas are made AAA beef. I would imagine that the tabbouleh, of course, is made fresh daily,
fresh
every day.
Not only daily, it's made fresh upon order. Because if you make it daily, then it'll get soggy.
Okay.
By the end of the day. So that's why the fattoush and tabbouleh here, we make it fresh. So a lot of customers, they come in and they expect, because they've been to other places and they see it on display.
Yeah.
Because other places, you know, they make it and they let it sit there all day. We don't. You know, we make it fresh. So they think we don't have it. Then they ask, they look at the menu, oh, you have tabbouleh, but you don't have it here. Then I tell them,
it's made to order.
It's made fresh. Hey guys, how are you? Good to see you.
We're just cutting it close here into the lunch rush, so if you do see a lot of wavings and
Edmonton Eskimos.
of course, they're coming through to order. Do you find that you get, I imagine with you being close to the stadium here, that you get a lot of Oilers fans or us fans that come through? Is it usually busy on game nights? Do you know the difference?
Yeah,
the difference?
Yeah, we get busy.
Definitely?
We get very busy,
Perfect. Taking it back to the recipes, I know the most famous person here, beside Omar, of course, is Mama Najjar, of course.
Mom,
Would you say that she taught you everything you know?
Of course. We're fortunate to have her because she's our what do you call it?
A rock,
she's the rock. She's our good luck charm, you know. Yeah.
The recipe originator. So at no point in time could you tell the cameras, like, because you've been in the business for a while, if she were to make tabbouleh per se and you were to make tabbouleh,
we can't compare.
That's down. A smart man right there.
You can't compare.
Because even if the answer was different, this is still the answer that's gonna
100%, man. Mother's food is the best.
Of course, and I always tell everyone anytime they come to a Lebanese restaurant, this is probably true for so many restaurants as well, but I say that behind every chef, owner, operator, whoever it may be, it had to, unless it doesn't, it had to come from the mums. I feel like that's where I got my first taste to Lebanese cooking, and I got to understand that, and they really know the differences, the seasonings. They will tell you immediately if something that you probably know, as soon as you prep something, she'll take a taste and tell you needs some salt, needs some lemon. Like hopefully you've gotten to the point where it's self-sufficient.
We did, like when I bought this place, it was, you know, my mom was involved, of course, and I had also a chef from Lebanon.
Okay.
You know Wasim.
Yes.
You know, he also was part of it here, you know, until recently. But he played a big role too because he's good experience with Lebanese food, so that was a big plus too.
Perfect. So if you guys do want the kind of authentic taste, just know that Mama Deshar makes it custom made. I think that she is the one that I typically see when I visit here. The tabbouleh is her.
Well, she makes the tabbouleh, you could tell. I
Yeah.
don't, I'm being honest. It doesn't matter who makes it, any of the staff, any of the other chefs,
Yeah.
because I got other chefs
Yeah,
here
of
too.
course.
When my mom makes it, you know that she made it.
Okay.
Even some customers, they notice, believe it or not. They do.
And they only just show up in certain hours because they know when she's there. No, it's a bizarre concept of like you can take, like I've tried to take recipes, I've chopped up the parsley, I've thrown in the tomatoes, I've mixed in the sauces in various degrees, and no matter how many times I do it, not once does it ever compare or come close to how my mom makes it or how my
No,
grandma makes
no,
it.
of course not.
They have some sort of secret seasoning that happens there, and maybe one day they'll tell us, but I feel like they always it's like the best kept secret through the generations.
I don't, even if they tell you, I
Yeah.
don't think that's the way it is. It's, in Lebanese, they say, she's got nafas al akal. Nafas al akal, that means they have like a certain influence on food.
Yes.
So, or if you don't have that influence on the food, it's
It
different.
doesn't. Yeah, it's very much like kind of the green thumb. It's like they just know
that's right.
exactly. I don't think I've ever seen them pull out measuring cups in my life. They just simply grab it.
it and put
they
it
know
there.
exactly, and then you go to taste it to double check it, and every time I'm like, how did you is it just it's insane, unbelievable. Well, with that. I know you guys are picking up here, so we'll spend just a few more minutes here as the rush clears before I try my hand at it. But I noticed that sometimes you have new feature menus on there.
Yeah.
What's the inspiration behind those menu items? Does it come straight from mom?
See you guys.
Does it come from you? Are you trying to...
It's sorry.
No, it's all good.
What if I ignore customers?
No, of course we'd never. Like I said, this is happening live. The shop is still open. You can come down here and eat if you can. Try not to disturb us as much as possible, but if you have to, you have to. It's understood. We want businesses to come back and grow, and that's why we're here, trying to support local and make sure that business happens. So it's always nice to see smiling faces coming in and out. We can't show them, but Omar's reactions will tell you all you need to know there.
Yeah. The feature menus, it's always good to bring in new items, okay? Because customers, doesn't matter how much they like you, they're not going to be able to eat the same thing every single day, So it's good to bring them something new every once in a while. And this way you'll know what works, what doesn't work, Whatever goes, then you keep it on the menu. If it doesn't work, then you take it off the menu, So it's nice to keep it fresh.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What's the newest kind of item that you've got going? What's the feature of the month, so to say?
Well, we got, we introduced 3 new sandwiches.
Awesome.
Right now. We have the maple barbecue beef shawarma.
Sounds great.
It's done on like similar to a sub bun. And we have the...
there we go. It's trouble.
avocado chicken.
Okay,
shawarma.
nice. There it is. Number 2.
And we have... I'll make you one.
Yeah, like Rekha behind the camera has just been mouth-watering the whole time.
And we have the Moroccan shawarma. Also done on the same thing on the bun.
Awesome. What typically differentiates, in your opinion, like the shawarmas? I know like people will have Lebanese shawarma, then they'll go somewhere else and they'll... is it the spices that go in them? Is it typically the cooking time?
It is the marination, yes, because everybody does different marination. Okay, like typically a lot of places they buy the marination that's already made.
Okay.
But here we make our own.
Oh, custom. Right.
So we don't buy the spices that come from Lebanon. Like they are spices from Lebanon, but we get spices separate and we mix it together.
Okay, so kind of like the secret KFC recipe of mixing it together.
But there's other, there's also spices that come from Lebanon, shawarma spices that you don't need to mix. They just put it in.
Oh, it's
so that's why you don't, you go to some places and you find different tastes. But here we get the spices separate and we mix it ourselves.
Beautiful.
So, and yeah, so that's what makes it different. And the Lebanese, for example, the chicken shawarma Lebanese way, right? It's the fries, pickles, and garlic.
Oh, fries go in there. Oh, okay,
Inside,
that's yeah.
Where here, because we get a lot of variety of customers and people like veggies,
Yeah.
we do it with lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, and garlic.
Okay.
Except if a person asks for it Lebanese way, then we'll do it the Lebanese way.
Oh, I
know?
didn't even
And we
consider
have
the Lebanese way. That's
and we have the sage bread too, which that's also traditional.
perfect.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of the breads that come in here, do those come in fresh? Do you guys make them in
No, the
location?
breads we get them from Mediterranean bakery.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah,
It sounds like everything here is locally sourced, which I love.
that's right.
It's perfect. The shawarma skewers that you see, the kind of giant ones, when you come in there, how long is that process to kind of make and build them, and how long do they kind of, I guess, feed number? Like, how are they there for a while? Are they gone because people like
Depends
me
how
are here
busy
all the
it is.
time? You know, like
Depends how busy it is, right? But to make one, you mean? Depends who's making it. Like some guys that are really good at it, they make it in 10 minutes. Some guys that are slower, they make it in 20.
okay.
And some guys half an hour. So
Perfect. And is it kind of like a slow stack and marinade
slow
per
stack.
level?
Yeah, they put it on top of each other, then they trim it and fill it in and build it. So it's like building process. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And those typically, you'd say, not even a week. Would they be gone down to zero? I don't think I've ever
Like
in my
the
life
whole thing. The
even
whole thing in
seen-
one day.
In one day.
Oh yeah, two of them in
Goes
one
through
day.
in one day.
Yeah.
Every time I've been here, I feel like it's never ending. It like they
Yeah,
have it
no,
in the
it's
it
one
never even
day.
comes down to.
In one day we go through two of them, and-
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
What's more popular? Is it the beef or the chicken?
When we bought it, it was the chicken because the person before us, like I said, it was run down. So the safest route for people is the chicken, And when I bought it, the beef was probably, I would say, half or even third of what the chicken sells.
Okay.
And then when I bought it and brought the quality up and we made it authentic 100%, now the beef is the same as the chicken. So,
No, I noticed that you brought in the term authentic. I know throughout this I've said Omar. This is just for our captioning.
it's an authentic name.
Yeah, but the authentic,
universal then,
the
no,
authentic
too.
way to say this, if you guys have Omars in your life, is actually Omar. But I don't know if captions will pick up that sound ever in their life. So if you guys wanted to at home say it, Omar is the way to do it.
Yeah.
I was gonna take it back to authentic. What does it mean to you to have Shish shawarma here to give that authentic Lebanese taste? I know that you talked about like how proud you were to differentiate. Like as we enter inside, I'll show you guys. There is a sign that says this is not a doner shop, and he breaks down the difference between doners and shawarmas. How important is that to you here in Edmonton to have that authentic Lebanese experience?
It's very important. Like I said, it's very important to give that image, because people think doner is Lebanese food, and it's not. Like you go to Lebanon, there is no doner.
Yeah.
None.
100%. It's
you know?
it's an unheard of concept.
Yeah.
No one, remotely, you can say it as many times in doner kebabs or whatever you want. Everyone will look at you blankly because it just doesn't exist. I would say it's a concept that North America adopted better than.
Like even with the sweet sauce, right?
Yeah.
When I told you, I mentioned that the chef that I had was him. When he came from Lebanon, I told him, I said, listen, maybe we should do sweet sauce just for people that are drunk at night and come in and they're adamant about having sweet
Yeah,
sauce.
of course.
Because some of them, they actually leave if you don't have sweet sauce.
Oh wow.
And he's like, no, that's not Lebanese food. I'm not making sweet sauce. I'm like, man, we have to make it. People are leaving at night because if a drunk person, you can't reason with them.
That's right,
This is
yeah.
not doner,
Yeah.
So then at the end, I convinced them to do sweet sauce. And it's to that point that even they just don't want to make it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
It's not
Yeah.
good. It's hard because it's very much rooted in
you want the authentic experience,
Yeah.
but along with it, it's also this new North American experience. So you're kind of, it's a catch-22. You want to appease and, of course, help out your customers, take care of them. But at the same token, you also want to show them and be like, well, we don't actually do this ourselves. We're adopting it from somewhere else, and it's now become a mixture. And it does take away, I think, from the authenticity. Personally, I've never been a fan of the sweet sauce. Anytime I go anywhere, I like the garlic sauce here is the way to go. I put it on everything, even the faux pas of the beef shawarma. I'll put the garlic in there.
And
I
the
just love it so
garlic
much.
is good with beef.
Yeah,
too.
it's delicious.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. Like I eat the doner, but once in a blue moon.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so.
We're
but
not
I just
penalizing
wanted-
anybody
no,
for
no,
yeah
at all,
anything at all.
At all. Like we wish, like for everybody, you know. But just we wanted to differentiate. That's all. Yeah.
Perfect.
So
Excellent.
Yeah.
Rekha, how are we? The stream going well? We're just double checking. Wonderful, great. Because I was getting a little hungry, and I was hoping to time it at half an hour so I could hop in the shop, show you guys around, and quickly, hopefully, get a tour of how to make
yeah,
shawarma.
we're gonna. Like I said, we're gonna make you leave as Chef Gabby.
Perfect. We'll see if that holds true, and if Omar can do that. Follow us through. We'll just go through.
شو كازن؟ سوري ها بس شوية. Well,
Okay, so
welcome inside.
that's right. Here we are inside. This is Shish's restaurant. When you guys come through here, you'll notice the red. As you know, the Lebanese flag colors are red, white, and green. So heavy notes of red. You'll see the white alongside everywhere. All of these awesome posters, signage, and everything belong to Shish. They took these great photos of the food. But photos are one thing, and they're awesome to look at. Great. I'm sure they say 1,000 words, but nothing beats actually making the sandwiches. So I'm going to try to step behind the bar here and hopefully walk through it and not embarrass any of my family members by trying to make this happen and go forth. So, and like I said, the restaurant is still open while we're doing this, so hopefully we don't get interrupted too much and we come through. So, Omar, shall I...
This is my mom.
This is the awesome, legendary Mama Jar.
Thank you.
Behind the tabbouleh and all the foods and all the meals. These are the golden hands. Bless
Thank
these
you.
hands. They're what's responsible for everything that you taste and see here. So when you come in here and you have the food, I know that Omar might be here, but it's definitely Mama Najjar.
Her special touch.
Yes.
If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be as successful as we are.
Oh, thank you. You're all good.
Yeah. And of course, the rest of the team, but she's the rock, like I said.
Yes, the
She's the
yeah.
main rock. And this is Marlene.
Hi, Marlene. Marlene is currently, we're putting in,
Which plate are you making?
yeah, walk us through the...
She's come.
Shish combo.
Perfect.
Yeah, shish combo. It's a mix of 3 different skewers of
Perfect.
kebabs. It's the kafta, which is a mix of beef and lamb ground together. The chicken kebab and the shish kebab beef.
Oh, perfect.
So, yeah.
And that's the trio combo?
That's the shish combo.
Oh, shish combo.
Yeah. And it has 2 kinds of rice. ما بدهم it has hummus, garlic, salad,
Okay,
and pita
perfect.
bread. Yeah.
And everything here is nice and fresh.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wish we had smell-o-vision, but you guys will have to come down here. I don't know if they'll let you in
You
behind
can come here and come
the
take
bar
pictures.
here.
Of course.
But here's a quick look of everything. I'll try to describe the items as we go through. So of course we have the
salad,
salad
Lebanese
here,
salad.
Lebanese salad, our lettuce. We have these awesome pickles. I know people are always frightened by the color of these turnips because they're kind of like this neon pink, but it's the pickling process. They're delicious. Give them a try. This is our onions. Typically, was it onions and parsley?
Onions, parsley, and sumac.
Yeah.
And that's wild cucumber, the green one. Pickles there. This is porcini. And that's the garlic sauce there that we make in house.
Yeah,
And that's the hummus.
That's the famous sauce that, is delicious, but if you have it, you're not going anywhere near your significant other. and also keep away vampires
Actually,
because it's super powerful and potent. It's my favorite sauce. This is the sauce I'll take over doner sauce any day of the week. Omar wasn't kidding. It actually just exists right above there. He hung it up to kind of explain and try to educate through the process of why this isn't a doner shop and what the difference is between a shawarma and a doner, of course.
And here, I'm going to show you something.
of
Since
course.
I said the hummus, so you'll know how that we make everything in-house. Come here.
Oh, we're getting
Follow me.
behind the scenes.
See how she boils the hummus? My
Oh,
mom
wow.
is making the hummus. She boils the hummus here. This is how the process starts.
Oh man! And does she? Is it hand?
Yeah, we
process?
make it here.
Everything.
Everything from
I have
scratch.
never. Every time I make hummus, I always have like
The can?
I
Yeah,
know
no,
it's
no.
the shameful. You see the way he said it,
No.
but it's the can because I
Yeah.
just can't be bothered to get into that kind of like puree
Yeah.
fashion. But yeah, going back to that's impressive. So in here, and if you guys don't know, the kind of ingredients to a nice hummus are chickpeas. They're the primary ingredient. You can make it out of anything else. It's kind of a frowned down faux pas if you do. Typically it's chickpeas. As you can see, it's in abundance here. They kind of boil them down, get them nice and soggy and wet, and then they mash them by hand, something that I honestly couldn't be bothered with, but that's what makes the different
Here
flavors.
we have a big machine that
Oh,
grinds
the
them,
pro-
grinds
okay,
them,
so
yeah.
there is a
Because
pro-
we go
I
through
was-
a lot of...
I was gonna say I thought she did it. I'm like,
no,
oh,
we do
geez.
huge
yeah,
volume.
okay, never mind.
We have a big machine that the
That
blender
process through,
basically,
yeah. Awesome.
processes them, yeah.
Perfect.
So,
Sweet.
you want to give it a try?
Yeah, I guess. Do I need a hairnet as well, or
No, no.
hairnet? It's
Your
okay.
hair is
There's no hair anyways. It's fine. Perfect. Oh no.
Oh, sorry.
That's a wash. Perfect.
Now you're going to laugh at him.
Oh, it'll be good. You can laugh at home. It's wonderful. Yeah, so we'll start with the pita bread. Awesome. So this is your primary and first ingredient to making this. As you guys notice, if your pita is kind of more floppy, that's good because that means it's nice and fresh. The stiffer it is, the kind of older it tends to be. There was a secret that they used to do at Heritage Days where they told you to microwave your pita for 30 seconds. But as soon as you do that, it goes soft again and stiffens hard like a rock.
Really fast,
Yeah.
yes.
So don't try that. That's a misconception. But this is step one to making it. Okay, so if
You want to do the chicken first?
let's do the chicken first. I guess I'm
Okay.
doing too. Awesome.
Do the garlic.
The garlic sauce.
Yes.
We'll do a healthy. Is that too? Yeah. Is that
So you wanna do the Lebanese
generous,
way?
Ungenerous? Yeah, we'll do the Lebanese way.
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay.
More garlic.
Oh, more garlic. Yeah. Oh wow. Like I said, you're not kissing anybody after this. Let me tell you, this is pulling strong. Nice. Okay.
Okay.
So far, so good. I've got this. I've got this.
So a little bit of fries
Okay,
to
a
the
little
side.
bit of fries to the side. Awesome. So right here we've got fresh fries.
Look, he's
in the
doing
mix.
great, huh?
Yeah, it's learning as I go. What can I say? Perfect. Okay, so
Now,
I've got two of
pickles.
those going. Pickles. Awesome. Pickles coming through here. Too much pickles, little pickles.
No,
let
that's
me know.
perfect.
Awesome.
Okay, now we go to the chicken.
Oh.
And you know, since... Huh? No,
Straight to the
Lebanese,
chicken?
Lebanese.
Awesome. Rekha, we're just going to go over to the chicken here.
And you know, since they
Ooh.
changed the rules, so you can't cut right out of this one.
Oh, no.
Out of the skewer, so
This
you
was-
have to like...
This was, look at this thing.
You know?
This was what I was excited to, like I said, I wish smell-o-vision was a thing, because let me tell you, right now, I'm so hungry, and this thing is just the smells of it. You can smell it as soon as you enter through the door, but as soon as you're here, it's impossible to ignore. Think about any chicken place that you've ever been to, how the smells waft. It is super potent. I wish you guys to be here. Actually, no. Why wish? You guys should come down here and try it out. So, chicken right over here.
So chicken, yeah.
And
And because by law now, you can't cut straight from here onto the sandwich. You have to cut, cook on the grill, and then put in the hot table. So that's why we're gonna do it from here.
So we're grabbing it here.
Yeah. Don't be shy. Grab like a full
Oh,
one.
actually?
Yeah.
Yes, but this much chicken? That's
Oh yeah. A little bit more
oh wow.
down here.
Of
Yeah.
course, yes, gotta
That's
fill
good.
it out.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right.
And
So
now we're gonna give you a special treat.
oh, what's
The
this?
hot garlic sauce.
Oh, this is hot garlic
Hot
sauce.
garlic sauce. This is our own special
Oh wow.
sauce that we made.
Okay, so
Nobody has.
yeah, if you guys have been following, so far I've got this. This is where I might fail the process because it's comes in the wrap. So
You're gonna wrap this one.
I don't go here
No,
at all?
no,
No.
this-
Okay. So it's this way in, and then do you tuck
That's right. Tuck them in.
them in?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And
press
then
it. Yeah.
1,
there
2,
you go.
3, 4, 5.
Wow!
Perfect.
Wow!
Hey, there
You
it
did
is.
good.
What can I say?
The half?
Half here, yeah.
Yes.
Look at
Okay.
you.
Oh, yeah.
You did very well, my friend.
Beautiful. And then wrap it through. And then
Yes.
twist the bottom.
Put in the press.
Oh, and then put it on the press.
Yes.
Facing this way. Oh, that way. Awesome. Well, I won't handle the press, so
That's
you know,
awesome.
It gets burned and the place doesn't burn down. That'll
And
be
now
great.
you're gonna do the beef one.
Oh wow. Okay, step 2.
So what we're gonna do, you're gonna do the beef, and then we're gonna do one on sage bread too.
Oh wow.
We're gonna do
That's-
display of the sage one.
That's great.
Okay.
Okay, so the beef one is going to be different. We don't typically go for the garlic sauce.
No, but
It's
you
a-
like garlic, you said.
Well, I like it, but we're also gonna have Rekha try it, so I like.
put hummus.
So hummus is the first step. For those of you at home, if you ever want to know how to pronounce and say hummus, it's actually hummus and not hummus. So you can impress your friends later. Is that generous, ungenerous? Let me
He's
know.
doing pretty good, though.
Yeah,
He's doing very good.
I'm a natural.
He's doing awesome.
Yeah. If all goes well, I might get hired
So
here.
if you guys get hungry, then you tell them go make us some sandwiches.
I'll just walk in here. Okay.
Onions.
So here's the difference. We're grabbing the onions here and parsley. And we're gonna put a nice generous amount. Now, why do we put this into the beef shawarma omelet and not into the chicken shawarma?
Just the ingredients doesn't go together with,
Okay,
with
they
the
don't
chicken.
settle
But
well?
mind you, some people they put everything on the chicken, which I don't understand. But
But
I
typically,
taste their taste.
If you if you wanted the authentic taste, it's
Yeah,
the hummus.
that's right.
The
onions with the beef
parsley, perfect. And then pickles again.
and turnips.
Turnips this time. Okay, cool. Yeah, like I said, these are the awesome turnips. Typically, when I have these, people are always kind of shocked
صياب النص.
by the color that's there. It does have a nice kind of neon pink, but it's through the pickling process. So they're all natural, wonderful. They give a great taste, awesome crunch. We'll be sure to catch the ASMR next time here shortly. And then what goes on there
Tomatoes.
after? Tomatoes, okay. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Looking great,
Okay.
looking wonderful.
Now the beef.
Beef, okay, cool. So that is, yeah, I think I got it here. Oh, and we're getting it
We're
plated
gonna
here.
all of them we're gonna cut so both of you can try.
Oh,
it.
wow.
So,
So generous and so accommodating, I must say.
الفيهم بهدي. Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So,
Perfect.
beautiful. And we're going to just grab some tongs here. So I'm gonna go for the beef here. I'm gonna splay it out.
So mix the beef a little bit so you get the.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
You got the juice.
Nice sauces and juices there. Beautiful.
So
Like
keep
I
in
said-
mind, like this is typically how we make them, but customers can still come in and make their own. They can pick their toppings, do whichever they like with the wrap.
Like I said, it's
Whatever they like on it, we can do it.
It's a huge shame that you guys can't smell this, because man, oh man, it's impossible not to have your mouth water
Yeah.
while doing this. Let me tell you. How do you stop yourself from just constantly snacking and eating? Like
Well,
you're in,
it's healthy.
yeah. Well, I
So-
mean, but like, I feel like if I ran a shawarma place, half of the inventory would just go to me.
It's healthy food. Like you're not eating unhealthy food. So actually, when you're dieting,
Mm-hmm.
this is recommended food.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I've heard that the Mediterranean diet
Because
is
steaks, chicken breast, hummus, that's protein, right? Salads, so it's all healthy food.
perfect.
The only carbs is the rice, which,
Yeah, which
you
of
don't have
course
to
you
have the
can
rice,
skip.
potatoes.
Take out.
So,
Okay.
but
So I'm
But
done
now
here. Oh,
you put pomegranate molasses, one
pomegranate
line.
molasses, a line of that. Okay.
Yeah, that's good. And now tahina.
Tahina sauce. If you guys don't know, tahina sauce is actually
Sesame-based sauce.
one of the primary ingredients in hummus, correct? Add a
No,
little-
there's no hummus in it.
No, nothing.
No, it's
Oh,
sesame-based sauce.
never mind. We're gonna cut that out entirely.
No more.
Oh,
Yeah.
drizzle it down.
Oh yeah, just
Oh,
go
yeah.
generous.
There we go.
Go crazy.
There we go.
More. Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's good.
So
Perfect.
make sure it's swimming in it. That's the primary thing there. Okay.
Yeah, now you gotta wrap it the same as you did the other one.
Oh boy, this one's a big boy. Let me tell you. So we're gonna go here.
So just grab it. This is what you can do.
Oh,
This one you can
Here's the
go
technique.
this way,
uh huh.
and this way you tuck them in. And
Oh,
then,
and press it down.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So-
Okay. So I'll hold that down. That had to
Okay,
be
the
wrapped
paper.
for me. The paper is
Right there.
there. Perfect. So here's a slice. Remember that Marlene told me halfway through. So we're
Yeah.
gonna go half to here, half to there. Hold it
Perfect.
down.
There you
Wrap
go.
the end there. And this time I think I'll be able to do this.
Your mama gonna be proud.
God, I hope so. If she watches this and she's upset. All right, and then press it down.
Close it, yeah. Perfect.
Perfect. Awesome. Beauty.
Perfect, man. You did very well.
I thought I'd do one, but there's two down.
You did awesome.
It's great.
And now we're gonna do the Saj one.
So this is the harder one, I would say, in my opinion, to do. Omar, would you
This
say
is
yes?
the very traditional, authentic bread. It's the Saj bread. This one they used to make at home in Lebanon, not typically done at bakeries.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it definitely has a different feel. I would say it also feels kind of
very
lighter.
thin,
Yeah.
very light. Yeah.
Thin. Okay.
حطوا لي fries please. Mama,
So
Marlene.
for kind of like
نعمل
subtitling
وحدة
purposes,
طبلية.
we just had an order
Yeah,
of fries
ما
get
عملت
dropped in the
امبارح.
back there.
Okay, so
So
بحط له
I
هلا
think that we're
الهاي.
gonna make this one also Lebanese style as well. For this one, I'm interested in trying because I see it on the menu. You have a combo, you call it.
The mix?
So it's the mix.
You want to do the mix on this one? We
Let's
can.
give it a
Yeah.
shot. So
Okay.
how does the mix get laid?
So it's hummus and garlic.
Oh, both combo.
And then if we're gonna do this, let's do this then. Because too much sauce, then it might fall apart. No,
Oh.
take the sauce off there.
Well, then let's just do the
No,
beef
no,
then.
that's fine.
Well, just to
No, it's fine.
oh, change it up. Okay.
We'll just put this inside of it so it'll hold.
Oh. Just take off the sauce there.
So it'll hold together.
Okay. Yeah, as we said, the Saj bread's typically kind of if you guys can see, it's much thinner. Has a harder time kind of holding together everything.
Okay, so put the hummus here,
Okay.
garlic beside it,
Gotcha.
little of each. Because this one, it's more you're gonna dip after in the sauce.
Oh wow.
يا هيدي عم يعملها بس حطي فرايز هيك كده تظبطي الطبلية. اوكي بس تمام بس
No, that's good. Good.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Garlic.
then garlic. Awesome.
Oh, this one.
Oh no.
You burnt it, you
I
fired.
burnt it. Ah.
You're fired.
I knew something was going too well.
That's not too bad. You're fired, man.
Oh no.
Should I fire him?
That's.
Yes.
I guess I'm never
Yes.
coming back.
Look at her, she's so excited. No,
Oh,
not
she didn't
give
even
him
take a
another
second.
chance.
Yeah, she'll throw me under
She's
the
like,
bus.
yes.
Don't you worry.
Yes.
Don't you worry.
Really quick, yes.
I'm there and I'm gone.
Should we make another one?
Yeah.
Let's make another one.
I mean,
Because I don't want you to try it burnt.
we'll have you make it and then we can compare the two.
Sounds good.
So I'm sure I'll win here. Okay, so I've got the garlic, I've got the hummus there going.
Okay. So now, give me a second.
Oh, Beautiful.
Okay.
Definitely more finesse in his style.
So
than
now.
mine.
Now.
And that's how you get fired. No.
So now we're gonna put a little bit of, because like I said, this one doesn't handle much.
Okay.
So put a little bit of onions, like just
Okay.
a taste,
Just a drizzle of it. So
just along, yeah.
a little bit of the onions.
A little bit of everything basically on the mix.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
There.
Okay, just line of pickles, line of turnips.
Got it. Turnips. Oh boy.
Okay, tomatoes.
Okay. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah.
That's
Lettuce?
just a little bit. Because lettuce, it makes water, right?
Yeah.
When you,
Perfect.
okay.
Oh,
Okay,
so far so
now-
good, I think.
Should I let you carry it here? Or you gonna,
I think I'll
okay,
take
now
it.
you gotta
Oh, okay.
go like this. And just grab it and carry it
Oh.
here. There you go.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Still
Okay,
intact.
so
We're still
now
here.
a little bit of chicken, a little bit of beef across.
Perfect.
And then you put the pomegranate molasses, one line, a little bit of tahina.
Got her. All right.
You're
so
good.
I learned
He's
to
doing great.
mix this up here. So don't worry, guys. I'm
Except for the one mess up.
Yeah.
It's not his fault.
Like I said earlier, I said I didn't want to go near the warmer there just because I was going to, or the press. So I'm sure I was going to burn the place down. So it's almost like foreshadowing. Awesome. And then a little bit of the chicken. That's a long way here. Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Look at that. That's
There we go.
awesome.
Beautiful. All right.
So now,
say a
the
line of
tahina.
the Tahina.
Perfect.
And then the pomegranate molasses, this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Just pomegranate
One line.
molasses?
Yeah. One
Yes.
line. That's good. That's perfect.
Beautiful.
Now this one, when you wrap it, you gotta tuck them in and wrap all the way.
So it kind of goes like
Yeah.
this.
Just-
Oh
yeah,
boy.
just don't be shy to squeeze it.
Yeah, this is a
Not gonna bite.
hefty boy, let me tell you.
Okay. Now you can put it there.
Oh, perfect. All right, the station that hopefully I won't mess up this time.
Yeah, that way.
Go
Yeah,
here.
perfect. Here,
Ooh.
put it this way. Okay.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Cool. So
Now
far
let's
so
do the
good,
beef.
except for don't wanna mess
Now
up.
I'm gonna show you something
Oh.
what we do in Lebanon. Okay.
Okay.
In Lebanon, we burn it on there.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna show you. So when they say Lebanese style, right? We don't put hummus, and we dip it in the like the lamb fat that we use. Okay. And then we touch it to the fire.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you guys are getting an exclusive here.
So.
I think what I'll do, so I don't burn anything further, just kind of step out of the way. Oh, beautiful. This is going to look great. So he's dipping it, and you said this was the juices of the meat there that
Yeah.
you're dipping it in?
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Okay, and he's going to just stick it there. Oh, right against the fire. Oh, and you catch those flames, huh? Oh. Just a
See that
lovely kiss
smell
of the
that
flames.
flavor?
There. That's beautiful. I already know, guys, and I will have to tell you that Omar probably won the Who Made the Better Shawarma contest by proxy.
Yeah, Siri,
I mean,
بعد ما تعمل
I
يا
tried
عمر.
to burn mine and give that effect too. That's what I was trying to go for.
لانه
definitely.
لقيت انه لما نحطها بعدين ما عم تحترق بقى.
But yeah.
Perfect. So now she's gonna do the traditional sage display, how we
Okay.
do
perfect.
it. So زبطي لهم إياها غير شكل ها. Oh yeah, he did very well.
I did kind of okay. I was trying to get the seal of approval from Mom here. She just asked how I did. Omar said that I did well. We're going to skip the part that we all know about, but it'll be all good. Perfect. All right. And Omar, can you walk us through what?
So she's doing it's called tabali. It's the one we put the sage on.
Okay.
So now she's gonna cut the bread, the sage, and she's gonna put it on there with the full display, how the presentation of it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So getting those awesome turnips in there. So far we've got the garlic sauce, if you're still following along, and apologies to all the vegans out there, but
Oh, we should have done a falafel for the vegans and
we should
vegetarians.
have, you think so?
Yeah.
Is it,
We should.
yeah, okay, all right, I guess we're, there you go, there you guys.
Because we do cater to everyone, vegans, vegetarians, lactose intolerant. We cater to everybody, so everyone is welcome here.
Perfect. And they're just cutting it down the middle there, wrap style. This actually looks awesome. I don't think I have actually seen this before. So this is a first for even me. And we're, okay.
It's beautiful, huh?
It looks amazing. I don't think we're gonna go wrong here. And I think that Rekha is definitely going to join in on trying all of these. Yeah, she's already,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, she's nodded twice. There's no way I was getting away with not having her try it.
See, this is the presentation of the sage. That's how we do it.
Okay, and it's a drizzle of that pomegranate
plus.
molasses. Nice.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, and you said this was called again?
Sage,
okay.
tabali.
Tabali.
Yeah,
what-
that's the Lebanese word.
Ah,
for
of
it.
course. What does that
But
stand
if
for?
they ask for the sage bread with the fries, then they get this.
Oh, that's beautiful. And this is
This is the mixed one you got.
perfect. Is this a
bread.
special item behind the scenes, or can it be ordered here?
No, it can be ordered
It
here.
can be ordered here.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, they can order any wrap on the sage with fries, and this is how it will be.
That's perfect. Okay. Well, I guess to finish off my training, I will try to take this out to that corner there, and we'll have Rekha give these a try. Orders up, as they say.
And the falafel is coming,
Perfect.
but falafel will make fresh as well. So
So we will display this here. Tabaliya. And of course the wraps in there. I will take off the gloves and I will switch with my partner in crime here because she's already shot me the stink eye 3 times. And I would like to not walk home. Be great.
see, as you can see, Lashish still on the wall there. You see, it still says. Yeah.
Perfect. I'll take this over. We'll switch mics. Live on air.
You want something to drink with
All
it?
right.
Would you like something to drink, ma?
Ooh, I would love actually. Oh, I'm gonna do a pineapple juice, please.
Oh, look. She's getting something different, imported.
Of
So,
course,
you know,
must.
let me open it for you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You want to introduce yourself because you haven't been on the
That's right.
Jumping straight into it.
That's right. Hello, my name is Rekha. I'm the R in R&G in the 780. Today I got to be the first on camera, which was lots of fun, lots of dodging
هلا
of
بشوف هلا
people's
بسألهم
faces.
إذا بدهم إني
But
بالصحن
now
ولا لا.
I get the reward of it all. You see this? Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is just.
Sour TELUS.
Oh yeah, this is too good. This is too
Abi sour
good.
من TELUS.
I should be camera person first, always.
Yeah, I don't know about this this deal.
It's a great deal. It's a great deal. I gotta say.
Cool. So
Okay.
give us a taste of the tabbouleh first.
The tabbouleh, that would be
This guy. right
this
there.
one. Okay, cool, good.
So again, you're probably going to want to sample each one of these. I don't know if you have the time to have you eat each one, but Rekha will do it.
Yeah, you can dip it in the
There's
garlic
face of Winnie
there.
right there.
You can't do this to me. You can't do this to me.
Well, now you're gonna be here every day.
Oh my gosh.
Here's
my
some
God.
napkins.
Okay,
Thank
so,
you.
So we'll want ratings from you. How many Rekhas out of 5?
That is the best anything I've ever eaten in my life.
Oh, thank
You
you.
heard it here first.
Don't tell my mom.
Yeah.
She's a very proud Filipina lady making all kinds of food, but this is like,
You know, we have very big Filipino-based clientele here. Huge,
You just added
Huge.
one more, I think, from her
Yep.
face.
yeah, I believe it.
huge.
I believe it. Oh my gosh.
Perfect.
Like the fine crisp of it, so nice. I love how like perfectly like delicate the bread is. Oh my gosh. The garlic, like I love garlic though, so. Oh.
There it is. Yeah? 10 out of 10? That's the one? Cool. Well, I mean, like, you still have quite a bit more here, so. That's why I said just take a bite out of each, but she's going for it. She's going for it, yeah. No bites.
Falafel.
That was a bite. I was just being polite.
Last. Should we
Oh my
do
gosh.
the falafel in a wrap?
Yeah, we can cut to the falafel. Rekha can try a couple more things there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We're gonna get to see the falafel.
Perfect.
So that's the falafel wrap.
It's too good. Truly too good.
And this, as you said, this is typically vegetarian.
Yes. The vegetarian, vegan also. Because everything is vegan except for the garlic sauce because we use egg whites in it. So vegans are safe to have it.
I'll give you some microphone here.
Oh yeah. I guess Rekha's giving me the mic here because the eating wraps the same way.
Perfect. So this is the beef.
I
that
do
I
have
made.
to say,
Yes,
Marlene's way
that's
of
the
doing
one
it
he
is much
made.
better than mine, 100%.
Chicken.
Perfect. We're gonna cut back to Rekha here.
You can dip it in the garlic too if you want.
Okay.
All right. What do we got? How far did we get?
I'm onto the chicken now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do one bite without garlic and one with garlic.
Oh.
So I can really
Sure.
have a full experience.
Okay. We're just going to quickly give you that guy. Do some ASMR.
That's nice. That's really nice.
Do you taste the difference between the sausage bread and that one and the regular cooked bread and the other one?
Definitely,
Frog.
definitely.
Preference for one?
I
Syrup,
prefer
have a
the
nuts.
sausage bread
Frog.
because I like how the bread itself is spiced and I like the sesame like seeds on it as well. And I also really like, what is this sauce again?
It's pomegranate molasses.
I love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that. That is so good. 1 second.
Oh, of course. There it is. She's getting you that crunch. Wouldn't be the same without.
There's pickled cucumber.
Wild cucumber.
Yeah, the wild cucumber is delicious.
Oh, she picked
I
it.
love that.
Really nice.
I like that there's like a softness and then there's like a nice like that pickle crunch is so nice as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's delicious. That's absolutely delicious. Okay. Okay, so
We're incoming with some more here.
nice. Oh my gosh, I'm so
That's the
special.
falafel.
Awesome.
I feel so lucky. This is my life right now. All right. So this is the beef.
Yeah, so just so everyone knows, this is the one that Oma kind of made out of flambe style.
Yes.
So
This is the one I made.
Yeah.
take a bite of it and then take a bite out of mine and tell us who the
All right. All right.
undisputed winner here
I mean, I already know what's up, but that's okay.
Wow, okay. Yeah.
Right. Ready.
Okay, we're just going to swap you out here because we've got customers.
Yeah, we can do that.
Sean.
That's delicious. The onion and parsley is amazing. I love the pickled turnip. I love the beef. That is really, really nice. Sweat.
And can you taste that scorch on the side? I guess you'll know when you taste mine. So you'll taste the burn.
That'll be extra scorch.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, I get it. Perfect.
Okay.
Awesome. That's right. So I said come hungry.
Now I gotta eat
That's right.
the one that Gabby did. Okay.
Just so the audience remembers, I think the customer ordered it extra crispy. I remember.
Yeah, I
well done.
definitely. Yeah, I asked for it like extra crispy, of course. You know, I love me a good crisp. Nom noms. Here we go. All right.
Unhappy? You want to show us a different angle there?
Help.
Oh wow, yeah, that's. You don't
This
have
is what.
to.
No,
This
this
is
is
what.
the good part.
This is what. This is what Gabby did to me. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is the most I'll ask of you, I promise. You don't have to finish it.
No, it's still great.
Oh, still.
That's still great
Yeah.
because the inside is like perfect. You know, it's okay. Just some extra flaming love. You know, some extra kiss of the fire.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with
The
that.
moment of truth.
nothing wrong with that.
Which one was better?
I'm always like, what?
Thank you.
Thank you.
That
Who
took,
are you?
That took all of half of a second, eh? You were in the-
Yeah.
I already knew.
Yeah.
I already knew. Okay.
So we've done the meat dishes.
The falafel now.
Want to give us a taste of the falafel? This is, if you just tuned in, our vegan and vegetarian viewers, we're so sorry. It's just the meat-based stuff. But like Omar said, we do cater to.
Everyone.
I love falafel. I really do. Really good falafel. I have been sad in the past when I've had not so great, but I can see how good it is.
This is homemade. So
Oh,
we
I
make
can
the
see
falafel
it.
homemade.
I've never had homemade falafel ever. So that was where I was going wrong in my life. But now I'm like really I'm doing it right. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. This is great.
Yes, you don't basa
Okay.
on it.
Okay.
Microphone here.
That falafel is so nice. It's nice and soft and like just moist enough. I've only ever had falafel that was really dry. I never knew it could be this nice because I can actually taste what falafel tastes like rather than having to dip it into something to get that like really nice like texture, you know what I mean? But it's got like the perfect soft texture. This is
You're in heaven, huh?
This is too good. I love to eat.
Yeah.
I love to eat good food. That's why my mom is very particular about she cooks a lot for me. As much as I pretend I'm an adult and I can take care of myself, I need my mom to cook for me. I do. And this is, I feel like I'm eating like what would be mom's cooking, you know?
It
Because
is
it's so
homemade
good.
food.
Perfect. So rate us up on your favorites.
Oh, that's hard. Okay, no, hands down, this is my favorite.
That was the special. See,
My absolute favorite.
Omar snuck that in there. He knew what he was doing. You know.
I'm also like a fancy lady, so I do love whatever's on the special. That's what I
Of course.
always go for. This is hard because I really liked how the like onion and parsley go with the beef. I really like that combination. So that's like a really close second. This one still. This is hard again because the chicken is really nice and I like chicken, but this falafel is so good. Like, why? Why are you doing this to me? This falafel is so nice.
We're getting you hooked. That's why.
Oh yeah.
Back.
This falafel. My absolute favorite is definitely going to be the special. Surge bread is delicious. It's amazing. What is it? Pomegranate
molasses.
Yeah, the pomegranate molasses is probably like one of my favorites so far. I love that. My close second is gonna have to be the beef because I really like how the onions and the parsley mixture like works with the beef. It's absolutely delicious. And then it comes down to the falafel and the chicken, and I love chicken, but this is the best falafel I've ever had. Like, it's so good. It like feels like mom's cooking kind of thing, and it's nice. It's
Well,
very nice.
reviews don't get any better than that, Chief. I think you nailed it and hit it out of the park. Rekha, since we're running on kind of empty here, if you want to be the awesome and sign us out of here.
Yes, definitely. All right.
Awesome. I don't know if you and Omar want to stand beside the Shish Shawarma sign and just give us a quick thank you.
Sign there.
Alrighty.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining RNG in the 780 here at Shish Shawarma. We had an amazing time with you. Thank you so much. I wanna. Thank you so much. It's most amazing food. So you guys gotta come down here ASAP. It's hard not to. They have a beautiful patio, beautiful inside, and amazing food. So come and get your lunch here for sure.
Perfect.
Hey.
And we're out.
Hi guys, my name is Rekha. I am in RNG 780. I'm here today to show you guys Jojo pickles. What's going on? So I stumbled upon Mojo Jojo pickles one day when I was literally just walking down White, and I just felt my feet bring me inside here, and I just it opened my world to all the syrups and jams, and especially the pickles. So come on over. We're gonna meet Joanna herself.
I'm the Jojo.
She is the
Jojo pickles.
Yes. Can you tell us a little bit about Mojo Jojo pickles?
Well, this store is now 1 year old.
Wow.
Right? So we had moved from a few different storefronts, and our kitchen used to be in a different place, and this is the first time we've had our storefront and our kitchen in one permanent place.
Oh, that's awesome.
In 10 years.
Wow. So you've been in business for 10 years
10
now.
years.
Wow.
So this is the best it's ever been.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Where did it start 10 years ago? How did that happen?
I was on the board for Slow Food Edmonton, and canning is one of the traditional processes that Slow Food celebrates. I've always been a foodie. I've always done food things, but my background was actually as a darkroom technician. I used to work as a photographer and a darkroom technician for over 20 years.
Very
so
cool.
when we started looking at canning bees, I was like, bath, timer, acid. I was really comfortable with it, so I started doing the canning bees for Slow Food. But I liked it more than I ever thought. I love cooking and I love food, but I really like the process of canning. Yeah, because you can you make it and it's permanent. You know, when you make Christmas dinner, it's an hour and it's all gone.
Yes.
It's the permanence. You can step back and see the work. I also really like working with the fruit and vegetables and the farmers. Like the food part of it is also like, it smells amazing in here today.
Oh yes, it does.
Right? It always
like
smells
the
amazing in here.
spices and everything just smells so delicious. Like I'm hungry. I want to put something into like a meal right now.
Yeah, and I can see the wonder in people's faces when they come in. They're like, "What are you cooking?"
Yes,
right? So that's
yes.
always a really nice part of it. But at the time, dark rooms were disappearing, and I needed a second career. So this is my second career.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What like where does like pickling come from? Is that like a family thing for you or?
No, I think it's a me thing. I think the process, I am a maker of things. I do like to make things and design things, and that runs through my family, making things and eating also runs through my family.
Of
We
course.
are food people.
Yeah.
So that, I think it just came together. At the end of being a photographer, everything had gone digital. So that you were working with virtual things.
Yes.
And so to get back to this thing that I can pick up and share with you and consume and smell and eat, that's what makes it magical.
Oh, awesome. That's amazing. I love that. So can you tell us like what your favorite thing to pickle is?
Good, changes from day to day.
Really?
Yeah, it's sometimes about the flavors, sometimes about the texture, sometimes I'm working on something like an expression like the chutneys we did this year. I swear to you, they came to me. There's one of them that came to me in a dream. I was like, okay, it's gonna have prunes, balsamic vinegar, whiskey, and orange blossom.
That sounds amazing.
And I wanted it because I wanted to eat it with blue cheese, right? That was my
Oh my
focus,
gosh,
was about
yes,
the cheese, right? So I was
yes.
like, I gotta make this thing to go with the cheese. And it is as fabulous as it sounds. But that, like, a lot of the things come out of like an economy of the fruits and vegetables, your imagination, my stomach and my brain are all kind of hooked together, and then I get to share it with people, that's the creative part. And I think that's why makers make things, right? Like,
Yes.
and then I can share it.
That's amazing. Where do you where do you take your pickles anywhere? Like, have you done markets at all?
We did markets for the first 5-6 years that we were in business, and we did all the markets. I was actually the president of the Farmers Market Association for a while, so we did markets.
Yeah.
But as we've grown, we've gotten much bigger, and most of what we do now goes out through wholesale to other stores and through Safeway and Sobeys and things like that. So this is like the small collection you get in the store of the things, the experiments and the stuff that we can't afford to sustain in huge amounts.
Yeah.
That's what you get here. And it's nice to not have to pick up a store and take it all over Edmonton for you to get it. Right now people come to us.
That's awesome. Yeah, like me, I got to stumble upon your storefront, which was really interesting for me. Like the part that really stuck out for me was like Mojo, Jojo, and I was just like, that kind of reminiscent of like cartoons that I used to watch.
Yeah.
Like where does that name come from?
I'm Jojo.
Mm-hmm.
This is my Mojo. It's pickles.
Oh, I love that.
It's very clear. To me, it is very clear.
I love that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. It's amazing.
But I would say I use my big brain for good, not for evil, like the other Mojo.
Like the other Mojo Jojo, of course.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh. Like, do you guys ever do little like tastings at all?
Yes, we're gonna, now that we're here and now that COVID has tasting parties.
Ooh.
So there's a jam party coming up for May long weekend.
May long weekend is a jam party.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys got to get over here like ASAP.
Yeah,
It's
so
super
we'll
easy to get to
open
too.
All the jams, and I think there might be 13, 14 different jams and jellies that we make, and I think we're making kiwi today. So, right? You want to taste it.
I do want to taste
wanna
it,
taste it,
especially
so-
since it's my birthday weekend. So
Oh, okay.
Just saying.
just saying, I might have to show up, of course.
Yeah,
right?
we'll bake a brie. I think I'll do a little baked brie.
Wow.
So what's jam without cheese?
Of course, of course. What are your favorite things to pair with your jams?
Ooh, I like making, charcuterie period is a great way to cook. Like whether you pick a theme and you put it down. I also do a very nice dessert charcuterie board that I lay out. And nobody's ever sad to see that come down.
Oh no.
A little baked brie, a little candy, a little peanut, right?
Oh, that sounds amazing. I
Some
would love
floral
that.
things. So that's really nice. But to me, it is just a way of cooking. It's a way of preserving so that you can cook fast or easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the chutneys, I've used that prune chutney to do stir-fried duck and then deglaze the pan with that, and then you put it all down. But it's like 3 ingredients.
Yeah.
Right? You got this jar and you just use it, and it's everything all together, and it's preserved so that you kind of reach into the back of the cupboard and you find this little gem.
Yeah.
And it can be that complex, or it could just be about like the really nice fresh strawberry jam I had on my bagel this morning.
Yes.
I sang a little song and did a little dance. Right? Like pure strawberry jam made properly.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Where do you get a lot of your produce?
Oh, so we have relationships with some farmers. For some things, they're like the Green and Gold Garden at the University of Alberta.
Oh,
it's
okay.
a charity garden, and they grow things for us, and then we pay them for those things, and that money goes back to a garden in Africa, and we have this great relationship
beautiful.
where we get free vegetable. Reclaim Farm, which is one of my favorite farmers.
Okay.
We put stuff up for him at the end of his market cycle, and he's been so good about letting me be the creative person that I am in working with all of this fruit and produce and finding recipes, right? Because usually he's like, I got 300 pounds of cabbage.
Figure out something, right?
Do
Please,
something,
yeah.
right? So it's really nice, and I like the produce, and farmers are great business people, so they're also really great as a small business person to see someone else working as hard as you do, right? At the whim of the world and working as hard, so I do love them. We get all of our cucumbers from, right now it's S4 Greenhouse, which they were our neighbors at market.
Okay, very cool.
We get their first crop out of the greenhouse before they have everything going out to market. We get it.
You get first dibs.
So we have these beautiful greenhouse cucumbers right now, and that's really nice. Yeah, they're great people though. There are a lot of relationships in terms of the canning and our community, and then even on the street, all the other businesses and stores we have relationships with, right? All our compost goes back to Earth's General Store, and I've known Kathy from Mavian and Grace since I was a kid.
Oh, wow.
She's helped me out, and like it's just community is important to me.
So it's even more than just like you move to a community and you shop there. It's like you've literally grown up with these people. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wow. Yeah.
Very Edmonton.
Yes, very Edmonton, of course. It's like you never know where you're gonna end up, right? Like, how did you meet everyone in the community other than just, you know?
I also think that we were talking about Edmonton earlier, and that Edmonton lets you be yourself, right? Like it's a very big small town, and even as kids of diverse populations or immigrant kids, you find that we don't stick in our pockets so tight because there's not that much of a pocket. So you also have a pocket of people, not just to do with your cultural backgrounds or your neighborhood. I went to this high school, right? You also find people who are into music, who are into disco, who are into food, who are into mushrooms, right? You're gonna know those people really well too. Anything that you're interested in, you find your little pack of people so that it comes with you everywhere. I think for me, Edmonton is just so amazing in the support that it always gives, where you can be in a place and people know who you are.
Yes,
Right?
I love the way you say that. Yeah, definitely. There's always some way for you to get involved with the people that are around you, and everyone just wants to build each other up, which is beautiful.
And there's no barrier. It's not as if, oh, that's not for you or that's not for you. Like, you're interested, come on.
Yeah. Try a little bit.
Yeah.
Try it out and see what happens, right?
Yeah.
How is that for you in like the pandemic, like with the community and trying to keep things going?
I'm changed on the other side. I think we're all changed on the other side. We had just opened a permanent store, this store at Kingsway,
Oh, really?
for 3 weeks
No.
before the pandemic shut us down. And I really thought it was an ending. Like, I realize now, like when I look back at my mental state, I thought, well, that was it.
That was your attempt.
Right? It's over, and it's over now. And I even thought that the business was over. Like without markets, I just couldn't see what the future was, and I really mourned it. I took to my bed for those weeks, and then my phone started to ring, and our web cart started to ring. Our web cart started to ring so much, I thought there was something wrong with my phone. We've had a website for, I don't know, 8 years.
Yeah.
And we get little things, little interests and little notes. But hearing the cha-ching bell go off was actually confusing for me when it started. And what it said to me is, well, you better get out of your bed and go get the pickles to these people because they want
need them, yeah.
Right? And it reminded me that it seems like it's just jam or it's just pickles. But it has a purpose. I have a purpose. That it's important to my community. It lifts their spirits. It has meaning. It makes them happy. They look for me, right? And I think it just helped me decide that this is what I was doing. It's not some weird little, I always feel sometimes like I've joined the circus, right? Like I'm a professional pickler. Like, what is that? I never intended that. And it feels wiggy sometimes. And then I think, no, people see me, they get me.
Yeah.
And it means something to them. We're having an exchange.
Exactly.
And it's a good enough life purpose. That's what the other thing is. It's like, and that's enough to motivate me. That makes me happy.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, I don't know what I would do without my community at this point.
The pandemic really shifted things for people, and it just like, I feel like a lot of people started to go from like, well, I don't, rather than being like, I need to go to the mall, they're like, I need to go see my local business, my local grocer,
People,
right?
And we also watched, at the time the kitchen was embedded in Cartago. We had taken over the kitchen from Cartago that had closed down, and they had just opened Fleisch. And they had opened Fleisch 3 weeks before the pandemic.
Oh,
like
wow.
they were in the same place as I was. And watching those women hustle
Yeah.
and get through adversity and show up every day, it just said, well, if they can show up, I'm showing up, right?
Yeah.
And we watched us all do it together. Like, come on, everybody, we got to do something.
Yes,
And
definitely.
I think we were so creative about it, and it had its moments of beauty in it as well, and hard.
Oh yes, it really, like, I feel like a lot of people got shaped by it. It was like, it's not necessarily like a shutdown. It was like okay, time to take a little rest, take a little break, and just reshape again. Just go through that like diamond in the rough kind of idea, right?
And the rest. I also realized that I needed the rest.
Yes.
At the same time.
People forget that you need to let yourself just have days off. If you need weeks, sometimes you need weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks in bed was not the worst thing that ever happened to me.
Right. Like, especially with like, I guess pre-pandemic, like for me personally, it's always like hustle. Work you have a day off, you could be working and doing other things, right? It's also like rest from even just doing housework or doing things at home. It's like,
stop it with the checklist.
let your brain just do nothing. And then when you're ready, it'll just
and good ideas come out of it. And I think sometimes that the activity comes out of a fear that if you don't feed it, you'll lose the fire.
Yeah.
I got the fire.
Yeah, you just gotta let it
It's
smolder.
fine.
You gotta
It's
let
fine.
it.
I got a fire.
Yeah.
And I've learned to trust that. Right? Like trust rest, trust activity as well. So, I don't know, not the worst thing, but a wild thing.
Oh yes. It's amazing, especially like growing up for me. Like my mom is a Filipino, very hardworking. First, like she would have been like the one to come over from the Philippines, and everything for her back then was just work every day. You got to show that you're a hard worker. You got to show these things. It doesn't matter what someone else is doing. You got to do this. And seeing that for myself was like, this is what adult life is like.
Yeah.
But then pandemic hits, and I'm like, how do we adult now? What do we do now? Right? Like, what does that mean now for us? Does that mean I have to go somewhere else in order to feel that like I'm a hard worker, I can do this?
And what is it to work hard?
Yeah, exactly. Because you can work hard at home, you can work hard in a store, you can work hard in your mind.
Yeah.
But what is all that hard work if you don't enjoy it and love what you do? Or
it is just work for the sake of work. If it doesn't have meaning, if it doesn't have intention, even as a business, if it doesn't make profit, like what's all of this about?
Yes. Yeah.
What is everything about? It really made you choose, and then it also made you value.
Yes.
Right.
I really appreciate the times that I get to work now. I really appreciate choosing what kind of work I want to do. Is like I want to do creative things, right? And I think that what you do with pickles is so creative, especially it's like that's like one of your biggest products, and there's so much thought behind these jars and like work behind it, and then just like walking into the store is just, it's beautifully made up. It smells delicious in here.
Yeah, it has to engage all your senses,
It
right?
does.
And I love to see people's eyes pop open when they walk in. You see them like,
Yes.
what?
Oh, exactly. Yeah, it's a lot of curiosity, right? Because like growing up for me, it's like you go to the grocery store to get pickles,
Yeah.
but you have this is your store for pickles.
Yeah, and you
which
hear
is
people like
amazing.
just read. I love it when people come to the store and I can just hear them saying, rhubarb, saffron, black cherry, black pepper, lavender. You just hear this.
It's like,
the
what?
lines, this
Yes.
is awesome. What?
Yes, exactly.
I love it.
Oh, I've definitely walked around here and just been like, I don't know what I want. I feel like at one point I looked at you and was like, what do I want? Do I know what I want anymore at this point, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goch, can you give us a little tour
Sure,
perhaps?
you can see some of the little things we do. Okay, so this, I call this the pickle crown. So it has all of our pickles on it, and I don't know, this little section, these are all organic pickles, and it seems to be getting bigger every day. But right now, we have some beets going, and these are all just salt dills, like
Okay.
the ultimate pickle.
Love. Absolutely love.
I was thinking that as a little crown. And then we have lots of things for cocktails, which is the thing that also motivates me. I like a well-made libation.
Of course.
Right, so we have all of our bitters and smoked cherries and smoked olives sit there all the time, and then cocktail syrups. And I do confess that these are usually inspired by the cocktails that I want to make
Of course, yeah.
at my house. So we do make some really unusual syrups that are hard to get, like orgeat and falernum, which are part of tiki drinks.
Oh.
We make a wicked orgeat and beautiful falernum.
Nice.
So those are really nice. And then basics like ginger and vanilla and lavender and rose and honey, right? So those are always there. And then we sell lots of adorable things that go in your kitchen. So whether it's napkins or little pot scrubbers or this little rubber chicken is my delight, but he's also for your little bouquet garni, so you don't have to fish out all the pieces or start cutting up canvas in your house. Like, he's perfect. You shove it in, throw him in, and you can always find him and pull him out.
Awesome.
And all of the cookbooks, I kind of vet. Like, to me, to have a cookbook in this day and age, you gotta like 4 or 5 recipes in it.
Of course.
Or it has to have a thought behind it that you can't just Pinterest or Google.
It's hard, yeah. Like I try to do that, but then I'd never go back to it.
But you have to have the idea first to Google it.
Yeah.
Right? It's different than someone saying to you, had you considered doing Middle Eastern meze?
Oh.
That's a different thing, right? Like that's to me what a cookbook is, where you're like, oh, let me explore a place or a method or a type, right? That's what our cookbooks are all about. And then lots of tools for charcuterie. Anything cute that you can put on a charcuterie board is in there. All those things. Vintage cocktailware, which other weaknesses of mine. So we've got all of these beautiful, like that's a hand-blown martini vessel that I found with a little glass stir. Nice things.
That's amazing. I
Right?
love that. Yes.
Brandied fruit.
Ooh.
All the fruit and all the booze. So that's always fun. And
Actually, like you can-
Saskatoons, always Saskatoons, like local things. And those all come from one farmer. Like all those local things, like the Saskatoons come from those purple gems, and she's a one-woman farmer.
Are you
A
serious?
one-woman farmer. And I was like, she's just amazing. Like there's ways that you look at people and you're just like, just you? And she's like, yeah, sometimes I get tired.
Yeah, I can imagine, right?
Like one woman farm. And then all of our single ingredients jams, like just pure jams made, but I'm a snob for jam and technique, so really specific techniques, and you won't find some of these things anywhere else. So we have a whole line of jellies that are just for cheese that we make, and that's like the peach matcha and cherry black pepper, right?
Peach matcha?
Peach matcha. It tastes like a Sour Patch Kid.
I've never thought to do matcha in like a that sounds so cool.
Yeah, you see, that's why I exist. So all of those, and then we've got these great fruit butters, and the fruit butters are really local, and they all have balsamic vinegars in them so that they're savory and sweet and special. And then all like These always go the fastest. So I went to Bogota right before the pandemic, and I was so moved by the place of fruit in their world. They're really experts.
Yeah.
And I visited some excellent jam makers, and then I came home and I made these jams that are half south, half north. So
Oh, really?
like strawberry passion fruit.
Oh, I see. I see.
Like
yeah.
half us, half them. Raspberry mango and pineapple rosemary, and those are really charming. And they're all poured in little layers, so that the bottom of it is passion fruit, the top of it is strawberry, so you can dig down, you get one or the other. I just think they're adorable.
Oh, that's so smart.
And that's really special jam making. Like, it's so much work, right?
Oh,
it's not giant mass-produced jam. It's like these special little things. And then all of our coffee and hot beverage syrups, the cinnamon and pumpkin spice. We go pumpkin spice crazy every September.
I still have your golden turmeric syrup.
Yeah.
And I like to put that, I'll put that in my coffee, or I'll put that in a tea, and it's just like such a nice, easy way to sweeten something and have the benefits of turmeric.
Yes, and it's so soothing. And but that one is made with like real vanilla, and we hand blend all of the spices that go into all of the things that we make. So we're fancy, and we like
I love it. I love it.
And then all the shrubs. And a shrub is a drinking vinegar. It's a concentrated way of preserving fruit that you use to make summer drinks. So you saw me when you came in. I was just writing out how many hundreds of each flavor we need to make next week to sell all summer.
Oh my gosh.
As soon as it's warm.
Yeah. Oh,
we
yeah,
get
definitely.
that. And then we have lots of little gifts and tchotchkes from all over the world. Pluralism is important to me. Like, there's a whole world of amazing things. So I make sure that things come from everywhere. We are just getting all of our meat and cheese filled up. So we've got muleys, salamis, and we've got cheese coming from the old-fashioned cheesery. And bread coming from Bonjour Bakery, so you'll be able to do your one-stop charcuterie.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, that's such a huge thing for me. Like, I'm one of those people who just needs to have everything in one spot. I will do the hunt, but if it's in one spot, it's so easy just to be like, I need your help me build this,
And
so
we
I can
get
eat
the
it.
pop-in Friday nights, right? Like, you're just
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
all your pieces and go, and then we all do all of our gifting, our baskets, and all of our charcuterie ware. So let me see what these tables got today. It was Mother's Day, so we have our full Mother's Day gifts on local things.
This is gorgeous.
And those are also from Green and Gold Garden. They really are our partners, because the women's collective, that is the garden that they give to, also has a sewing collective. So they sew things,
Really?
and they sell them, and we buy them, and they get them. So we have this relationship
That's awesome.
that really works, and beautiful things.
Oh yeah, like this just feels really nice anyway, just to like touch, and the texture is just like so sturdy feeling. It's
Yeah.
really, you can
Great.
really feel that.
Qualities for things.
Yeah.
And then all of our baskets, which come from Big Blue Mama, so those come from a collective in Ghana that they go back to. That's total fair trade. Carrie Wiley is a weaver who went to the Alberta College of Art. She used to live in Calgary, and she went to Ghana because her partner was working in Ghana, and she met other weavers and started importing other women's weaving
That's
to
awesome.
Calgary. That's her business now. It's called Big Blue Mama.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
these are gorgeous.
She's amazing.
I've been I've been thrifting a lot, and then every so often there's like baskets or anything that's weaved, and I just like have found this like fascination for just having a basket full of, like snacks and things like that, going on a picnic. It's just
I'll go.
such a nice thing
I'll
to
go
do.
with you.
Oh,
That,
yes.
that sounds like an invite.
That sounds-
Yeah,
I was like,
hear it here
oh,
first.
yeah,
That sounds
Hear it here
good.
first,
Yeah, sure, okay.
I mean, I feel like Jojo would be the person to bring to.
Oh, yes.
I
for
should
sure.
get more invitations. What's happening?
Yeah, what is happening?
Yeah.
Everyone's saying, hey, so how can I make my picnic work? Not, hey, can you come do my picnic?
I come with my arms full.
Oh, yes, I love that.
And then these are the things that we are really, really known for. So these are all of our pickles, which are in stand-up bags, which is kind of just a more modern take on a very traditional way of working, right? It saves us a lot of tons and tons of glass and energy in the processing to put them in stand-up plastic instead of traditional glass jars. So that was an innovation we came up with years ago, and I don't think we could have sustained the business without changing those vessels.
Yeah, just to have a little bit of something different, right?
And we can also work in a much, much smaller footprint
Oh, okay, that's
right?
good.
When we work in these bags instead of warehouses full of glass jars.
Okay, yeah, totally.
So this is what we are known for, and this is what you find at your Safeways. So these pickles all go through our major grocery line.
Okay.
And then every year, going to Canada Day, we have a Caesar box that goes out across Canada, and that keeps us very busy because we are like Caesar central, is what I call us. So we do the standards, so you can get your asparagus and your beans, but our Caesar mix is killer. It's like wet relish, and you just put a teaspoon in your tomato or your clam, and it's everything. So it's a great, fast way to make a Caesar, and it has a lot of things that you will not do, like horseradish and miso paste.
Yes.
And it's vegan. Most of the things in the store are vegan or vegan friendly.
There we go.
Part of what we do. But our dirty martini mix, which is olive brine.
Ooh.
Right? Seasoned olive brine. Those are the little extras that take your Caesar up,
Yeah, exactly.
up, up.
Like when you can get like really quality ingredients, even just the minute ingredients, you don't
Right.
realize how far that goes.
Pickleback.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And there are people that just drink pickleback, right?
Oh yeah.
So those are things you can get from us, and we are
Wants to
thank
come
God
home
for
with me.
plastic.
And again, back to why the glass was,
Yeah.
And we're totally known for those things.
Mm-hmm.
All of our- And the my creativity kind of shows through in all of our flavors.
Pickled
So
mushrooms. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I've never thought about pickled mushrooms before.
that one is a gorgeous one. The pickled grapes we're also known for.
What?
Yes. So it's like a sweet and sour grape. It tastes like a cocktail onion that's somehow missing its
Okay,
onion.
yes.
That's a delicious one. I can see this is out of garlic. We're always out of garlic. That's become our number one.
Oh, I believe it. Definitely,
That's
especially the
We
garlic.
couldn't even get that exclusive. It's gone so hot. So
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's-
So we're hustling away. So that is the store. Oh, we bought the chutneys.
Oh yes, the chutneys especially. I need to. Oh wow.
Right?
Oh, tomato jam.
So that one is a killer. It says
Yeah.
hello avocado toast, and then there's grape and smoked apple and orange and prune. Is there one
I think
prune?
that was the one you were talking about earlier, right? Balsamic prunes. Oh, that is
That's gonna
gorgeous.
be your little gift to take
Oh,
home.
here you go.
You're gonna
Oh.
enjoy.
Oh, that's beautiful. And I love how simple your ingredients are.
Yeah,
Like,
all in English.
yeah, oh yeah, very plain English.
Yeah,
that
plain
people
English, real things.
know. Yeah, like
Yeah.
what is so important about what's the biggest thing that people need to know about ingredients?
Well, it's about keeping it fresh. There's an economy about canning, right? So it is about taking things that you have huge gluts of and turning, I always say, spinning straw into gold. That's to
okay.
me what making jam is, or all of these inventive things. But the process is the preserving. The vinegar is the preserve. The sugar is the preserve. So that you don't get lots of other processed things in the food, right? Everything is there for a reason, and it creates flavor.
Yeah.
And I also think that's why when you take things that are not mass produced, when you get artisanal food, your body kind of feels it like a tingle.
Okay. Yes.
But it's
Yes.
about real ingredients, right? When we make strawberry jam, it's strawberry, sugar, pectin, that's it.
That's nice.
That's it, right? And you're very careful not to be boiling all the flavor out of your jam or your jellies, or that your cucumbers, when they come to us, the farmer delivers them to us and they go in the jar, right?
Oh, wow,
It's
yeah.
not like they've been on the circuit on the trucks and they came from California and they sat in the grocery. They're ours, right? So that, but sometimes people say, oh, I don't know if I like a salt dill, and I'm like, there's 4 things in
Yeah.
that jar. There's nothing to like or dislike in the jar,
Yeah.
right? There's nothing that can really be changed. You like that flavor or you don't. So I'm always really proud of that. But we have gotten very geeky about our ingredients because we see beautiful ingredients. Like, we know when it's fabulous. We
Yes.
also know what to do when it's not fabulous. We can make it into something fabulous. We know
Oh.
how to like shift it and pick through it, and we're often going through end of cycle products,
Okay.
or it's something we do quite a bit. So we're picking through and finding what can be saved so that there's an economy in that with preserving. We don't throw things away, and when we cook things, they go through layers. So a lot of the things that we made became other things. So we start with asparagus, and then we use the ends to make Caesar mix, and we use the cucumber juice to make our pickleback, and like everything is as kept as it can be.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Instead of just throwing away good food.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, there's no waste here, which is like beautiful because there's just so much you can do with it, right?
Yes. And we're excited by that challenge, right? That's what we've learned to do over the years. And there's things that I'm really proud of, that things that we used to throw down the sink that now are some of our lead products. And I'm really proud of that.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. That's amazing to hear. Can we maybe get a little
I think that's great. Let
Oh.
me see. Okay, so now we're in shipping, which looks like shipping.
Okay.
Let's see shipping. Shipping. It's got boxes. And now, okay, you'll see
Oh, it smells so good in
Yeah, as you
here.
can see, it's chutneys. There's a lot.
So this is Edgeny, who's now the head canner. I stole her from somewhere else. She tried to leave and I wouldn't let her.
You took her
wow.
away.
There she is. She's filming. She's my dear friend as well now.
Oh my gosh. Oh, can we get a look at that?
And this is rhubarb rose saffron jelly.
So what is happening in here then?
She's making jelly and waiting for it to get to temp. And you can see that the trusty chicken is in there.
So what does the chicken do exactly?
It holds all the spices that are being boiled into that juice.
Okay. Oh.
So I think it's roses and saffron. It is rose and saffron.
If only we had smell-o-vision.
Amazing.
Folks. It smells awesome.
Right?
It's not even funny how like amazing that smells.
You've got that. You've got pickled carrots. You've got. We're all weird again today. Cherry chili hot
cherry
sauce.
chili.
That looks good. Ed.
Cherry chili hot sauce.
Yeah.
What is
Cherry. It's chili. Vinegar, sugar, salt, lemon.
That's it. That's it. Oh my
That's a
gosh.
nice hot sauce. It's fruity and like really high and bright.
It looks beautiful
And then
too.
let's get a good shot. See those? Those are the jellies that are in that pot. And you see that see-through? We love that about this one, right? Look how pretty that is.
Come on, focus.
Yeah, so
there it
we
is.
love that. Right? And that's what's being made in that pot.
Is there are there different classifications of what kind of jellies or jams there are and what
That's the
they're
newest
called?
question I've been asked all week. So jelly is made out of the juice
Mm-hmm.
of a fruit. Jam is made out of the whole fruit.
Okay, I see. So it's not just like have you ever had like it combined or anything like
Well,
that? Is that
jam and jelly, they both set,
Mhm.
but the real hallmark of a well-made jelly is that beautiful clearness, right?
Okay.
A great texture and totally clear. We've learned to master that.
Ooh, how long did it take for you guys to master that?
This is year 10.
Oh, really?
This
Since the
is
beginning.
Year 10. Right? These are the best of the recipes and the things
Yes.
that last and the things that people resonate to is what we keep making. And then you can see it's been pickles.
Yes. Pickles everywhere.
Pickles.
That's so cool.
So for those who don't know, typically I see on a lot of kind of like jam making or jelly making channels, they will go and they will boil the very jars. Oh, is that a sin? Am I okay? Good.
Well, there's the technique to make really good jam or jelly. This is where I've gotten to is about technique, and we talk about that all the time. And we've gotten very geeky about the technique and trying different ways of making the same thing. The ingredients are always the same, and it does come down to technique. Is the difference in
Okay.
what tastes fresh and beautiful. So some of these are hot filled, like these, so they don't get water bath canned. These do get water bath canned. Some of them do, but some of these are very acidic. These are actually, all of these charcuterie jellies are made with vinegar.
Okay.
So they have vinegar and sugar and salt and pectin. So they're very, very stable. And they don't need water bath canning.
Okay. I see.
So it's all different techniques of preserving. Some, it's about knowing how to put something fresh in a vessel and keep it stable.
Okay. Awesome. That's amazing. Well, are we perhaps ready to... Oh, actually, wow, you guys have
All
like
the
all of
spices.
your spices here. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that lavender looks so cool though. I don't think I've ever seen lavender like in a container before.
We'll
This is a
skip the
little
brand
collection.
there.
I love it. It's awesome. I like how like well you've kept your footprint. Like
Squished in, right? So small.
yeah, but it's just so nice and homey. And
Yeah.
oh my gosh, of course,
Yes,
my
all
mom
of
has
that
a
spices.
jar of like
Nice bay leaves,
Yeah.
California laurel, and you can see all the things. And then some of the rinds we do ourselves. Like we'll dry it, and then make it so it's nice.
And that's going back to like not wasting and trying to figure out how to do things.
And it has to be good.
Of course.
And still always like the best in the end.
That's awesome.
Sure. And then we
Just that so
Oh, okay.
actually get a shot of you guys.
Perfect.
There we go.
Awesome.
We'll avoid branding.
Yeah.
you got
Awesome.
Perfect.
Well, I'm like
Oh yeah, you've been going a hot minute. I can see on your face.
I
Yeah,
need snacks.
Okay,
Okay.
can
So-
we do it in this room? Does this
Yeah.
have enough light for you? Okay.
Yeah,
Let me
that
get a
sounds great.
tasting plate
I would
and
love
our
to do
trusty
that.
tasting spoons.
Yes,
Jeannie will show you
please.
some beautiful shots.
Yes.
I still can't believe how
Isn't that gorgeous?
like also I shouldn't probably touch that. I'm like going around. I'm just so excited. But that's insane. Like the pickle jars here.
Mm-hmm.
These are
Oh,
just-
here's the garlic again.
Oh,
Here's that
oh,
garlic.
oh, we
that
made
were
the special
looking for.
appearance. Yeah.
That's the garlic we were
Made
looking
the special
for.
appearance.
Yes. So how long does this go for typically?
About 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, wow. And what temperature? Like, what are like the really important things to making
Has
jelly?
to reach 100 degrees.
100 degrees?
Yeah, to set.
Oh, okay.
No less than that.
And it has to like stay there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
Just a curious question. What happens if it doesn't?
It's not gonna set.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's just thrown out? There's no way to recover it?
No.
Oh,
Interesting. Again, I wish smell vision was a thing.
I do.
Smells-
Yeah, it can smell so good.
Awesome. And what's the being kind of scooped right now out of there? Is it
There is came on top of it. You have to scoop that because you don't want that to go in the jar. It'll be like white.
Oh, cloudy
Oh,
then, yeah.
okay.
Oh, okay.
so removing that is what kind of gives it that clarity?
That clear, yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, I'm excited.
I'm super excited. It's not even
Yeah.
funny. Like, I have been thinking about coming back here for a while, but in typical me fashion, I always forget. But you know, I'm pretty excited to have some
No,
pickles,
we can the whole time.
some jam.
Thing. I'm like, I hope she remembers her questions and everything instead of just like.
Thinking about what I can
Yeah.
eat, of course. Oh, the mushrooms, yes.
Oh,
I'm too
yes.
excited about them. Of course, your classic pickles. Oh, gorgeous.
This is the current spread going. We've got some vinegar dill. We've got, of course, balsamic prunes. We've got pickled mushrooms. Over here, we've got is that gingerbread apple butter?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
What?
Yes. This is
The combinations just sound like.
this is too meant to be.
Alright, so let me dish out. Delicious.
It's not even funny. I wish I could give you a 10, but I'm gonna give you a 20, you know? Like, I'm
Oh.
just, what do I do with my hands, you know? Like, this is, okay.
Perfect.
Yes, this is, I swear I've had a dream about this. You know?
This is all a ruse, right? That camera's not rolling.
That's-
There's
yeah, that's,
nothing. It's
yeah, we're rolling.
just
That's where we are,
strangers
yeah.
looking for pickles.
Oh, and she can open the jar, of course.
A little flex.
Nice.
That looks great. You can see nice and fresh. That looks amazing.
Awesome.
Proud. Let's do a little of that.
Not that it was ever doubted. This looks amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
A little of that. I love this part.
Jojo, we couldn't help but notice, but on the site there, you do have classes that happen there.
I do.
Typically what happens, like, what can you expect to learn in those classes when you attend?
I just picked something that people ask me about all the time, right? So I think we just did a classic jam class on Sunday, and in the summer sometimes we go in person, but virtual has been really nice so people can just be in their kitchens and work through their process. It keeps the cost of the class down. We're going to do pickled eggs, which is something that they're easy to make but hard to do safely.
Okay.
Or people know that there's something about them that they have to be sure of, but they're not sure what part. So it's nice to kind of guide people through and be reassuring of what matters. And then like the jam tasting is like a bit of showing off.
Oh, it's gorgeous though.
That looks great. Raspberry mango. Look at that.
Oh, that's beautiful. Mmm.
Let's get a look at that. Oh, yes.
So that is just
Oh yeah.
yummy.
That's a beautiful consistency.
Yep.
What do you usually pair with something like this balsamic prune?
And this was really made for blue cheese. That's
Okay, I
really
love
what it was
that.
made for. But it's really a stunner on its own.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I mentioned it has prunes, balsamic vinegar, whiskey, orange blossom water, orange peel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's rich and dark and sweet.
I'm excited.
It's a nice one. And then one of our apple butters. These are small but mighty little things.
Mm-hmm.
So the fruit pastes, usually we make them through harvest season, August and September,
Uh-huh.
and I will go and pick local trees
Oh, really?
to make all of these things.
Is there like an orchard that you like to frequent?
Mom and Dad's.
Oh.
One of them.
There we
Right,
go.
so
There we
go to
go.
my parents,
Low-key flex, I
my
like it.
neighbors, my house, right? So
Of
like
course.
even our rhubarb comes from the end of the street at Earth's General Store.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
just pick their rhubarb bush.
That's awesome.
So correct.
Oh, of course. A little bit of everything, all the good stuff.
I'm so very curious.
I can't help myself. It's just, my mom always, whenever we had friends over or family over, is such a thing. There's always like a spread of some sort. There's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, whether it's Indian or Filipino snacks.
Food.
Always food. Always, yes.
Okay, so I think we should go around this way.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Is there anything you don't eat?
I eat it all.
Yeah, she's
So, pickled mushroom. I'll give you the one on
Here, we'll give this to
Gabby?
Gabby.
Do you want to flip that Dijon?
Oh, you just like flip that
crackers?
over.
the.
There we go.
There we go. Now we
All right. So we're gonna
Oh.
give this to Gabby.
There we go. Cameron Gabby.
Thank you.
I guess I have to eat everything.
All right. Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
Those are great.
Mm.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I've never had a pickled mushroom before. That was so good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So you can imagine that as
So-
by itself, it's lovely on the side of your plate, but as a layer in a roast beef sandwich, it takes it. from
Oh
boring
my
to
gosh.
something, right?
In a roast beef sandwich, that'd be so good. Or even like, I'm almost feeling, I've been trying to like teach myself to make, just like be creative with my own food rather than asking other people to do it for me.
Uh-huh, of course.
So it kind of feels like something I could even put on top of like a salad or something, kind of
Yeah.
like a dill pickle salad, but
Yes.
like with mushrooms instead.
I like all the nuggets.
Oh my gosh, that's nice.
Does that have peppercorn in it at all?
Rosemary. And
Rosemary.
3 kinds
That's
of
what it
peppercorn.
is.
yeah,
Rosemary,
that's it.
thyme, 3 kinds of peppercorn.
I
sugar
was
salt.
picking that up. I'm like, is it just me? I was like, okay.
It's
That's
really herby.
lovely.
Yes.
It's so mushroomy and earthy, right?
Yeah, because I feel like I'm tasting everything
Yeah.
together and they're like in harmony.
And I also like it when you can describe the flavor in beats, right? Like you feel it kind of cascade through. So the classic
There
dill.
we go.
Oh, here we go.
Here, Gabby.
This
Thank
is
you.
proving to be kind of difficult, but I'm here.
Cheers.
Again, cheers.
I just don't pickle. It's super clean.
Mm-hmm. It has a very fresh taste.
And
Yeah.
no aftertaste. A lot
Yeah.
Yes.
of pickles that you get are grown on hydroponics.
Oh.
Okay.
You can taste it.
Oh, I
Smell
see.
it and you can taste it.
See, no, that's that.
Clean.
Yeah. I've never tasted that in a pickle before.
Yeah.
I have to say. And there's always that part of the pickle that I'm like, I don't really vibe with that. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's just like, I like the pickle, but then I don't.
And
But
sometimes
Yeah.
there's funky ferment, but that
Yes.
is nice and clean. And
Yeah.
it starts and it's salty, it's not too salty, and it's gone.
It's good.
No,
it's
it was
very
great.
good.
It just like went down and I
Balance.
tasted it and it's out. That's
It's
crazy.
meant to be.
So it's a simple thing, but
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Okay.
Have a little of that. You might want a
Yes.
little cracker.
Okay. I'm gonna do like a little.
Gabby.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna try it like as a spoonful
Okay.
and on a cracker.
I'm gonna go full spoonful.
Mmm. That is so. Mmm. Mmm.
That had no right to be that good. I'm sorry. This
That
is
was
great.
crazy good.
Like
Mhm.
how?
Mm.
How did you do that to me?
Yeah.
Alchemy.
Mmm. That
And
is
the
so
flavors
nice.
Just come in just so.
Mm-hmm.
But you taste all.
Yeah. It's all at once. Nothing's overpowering.
And they all want to
Oh,
like.
wow.
It's like a full-on experience, really.
Oh.
Yeah.
What does that typically pair with aside from the crackers?
A blue cheese.
Blue
That's
cheese,
beautiful
that's
with
the-
cheese.
That's really
stunning
nice.
with cheese.
That would
but
be
I also
amazing.
like it with wild game and duck and meat.
Ooh,
Right?
duck would be really, really
that?
good. Yes,
That
please.
sweetness. And then a
Perfect.
little dessert for you kids because you've been so good.
Thank you.
This is gingerbread apple butter.
Oh.
And
Look at
Cheers.
the fruit pastes are great in that it is just like a boil down of fruit with sugar and spice.
Mm. Like I want a whole pie to be like that.
Yeah.
that. Why
Mm.
does this taste like Christmas Day? pumpkin
Yes.
pie? Like why is
Christmas.
that? Yeah, like it's
Like
Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Gingerbread.
That's oh man.
But like the perfect gingerbread though.
Yeah.
yeah.
Super spicy and festive and sweet and sour. And then we use vinegars a lot to keep everything in balance. So it's more than just being sweet.
Mm.
When you add just that little bit of vinegar, it gives it a freshness all the time.
Yeah, it does. It literally does taste like fresh, like a fresh apple butter. Like it's just like I actually I do want it to be in a pie somehow.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to do that, but
Yeah.
I think that would be so good.
Right? So great to be able to capture it in a jar.
Mhm.
And then just pure. This is
you.
from the raspberry mango.
Thank you. So look at how beautiful that is.
Raspberry mango. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wow. That's so nice.
That's actually so smooth. It's like, oh man,
Oh my
I have
gosh.
to bake with these. There's
So
no
you
way.
agree.
like,
We've got some skills.
that's
You got these skills.
yeah. I don't think we ever doubted it, but if we did doubt it, we're definitely not doubting
No,
it
no.
anymore.
Like Jojo, this is your mojo.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
wow. That is so good.
you?
I would love that in like a cookie sandwich.
Yes.
Mhm,
Right.
mhm. That would be so good for like all the baking. You know, when you put the like little dollop of jam on things. So good. That was amazing. Thank you so much.
I do have to interrupt because this is
Look
what
at her
I'm super excited for.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like waiting for in the corner
Should
with
pour
my
it again.
eye. Awesome. So typically, then, how long after they're poured, do they need to kind of set and stay?
Overnight though, set.
Oh wow.
Okay, awesome.
Because those gotta leave us tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Wow.
where are they going?
Gift baskets.
Ooh. Very exciting.
That's a nice one.
Awesome. All right, shall we travel back to the storefront?
Yes, we
and
should.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So I guess we'll.
Anything else?
Yeah.
I guess we'll close it off. Oh, actually, you know what? Where can people find you?
Well, no, actually,
like-
before we do that,
Mhm.
what we can do is go and grab a Rekha special
amount of items and actually buy them, because that's how we should do it.
I would love that.
Put it through myself. Okay.
Yes, please.
Come on.
All right.
Go through. And you get to take home all those jars that we just opened.
Oh.
You get to take them all home. So.
Oh,
Wonderful.
thank you so much.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, so
Go shop.
Jojo, if you can direct Rekha on what you would
What's
recommend.
special?
based
Okay.
on her-
Yeah.
Maybe something spicy. I haven't done
Yes.
anything super spicy.
I do love me a good
So
spicy.
maybe like a spicy tropical dill.
Ooh, wow.
And this, it's habanero that makes it red. So it's
Ooh.
pineapple, allspice, and habanero. Wow. That's a very nice little tropical thing. I like using the pineapple as an aromatic.
Mm-hmm.
It's so nice because it's familiar, but then you're like, what is that? I know what that is.
Yes.
And then I probably do a little vanilla syrup for your coffee.
Oh, yes. Actually, today I tried to make myself like a little latte, and I was like, I'm just gonna add a little bit of like vanilla, vanilla from like baking vanilla in it.
Oh,
I don't know what I'm doing, so
we'll need to cut
it's
this
like
part
you
out.
knew.
There
There
you
we
go.
go. Yeah.
Poor
let's,
thing.
let's save her.
And let's see, more jam, hey?
Oh my gosh, yes.
What? You had raspberry mango strawberry passion fruit, or you asked about the peach matcha.
Oh yeah, the peach matcha.
Some peach
Yes.
There we go.
If I could have that raspberry mango thrown in there.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we'll grab another one.
That's right.
Get to
Yeah.
dance something.
Perfect.
for you.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Okay.
We gotta take care of Gabby too,
That's
right?
That's right. It's not just you. It's not just you shopping spree. I'm the one that.
Let me give you a little shrub because once you discover it, you're gonna dig it. So chai pear is probably my favorite. So chai pear has black tea, cardamom, cinnamon, ginger, vanilla.
Okay.
And it's a
awesome.
concentrated syrup, and then you just put it in your glass, and then you could add soda water usually, or still water, or hot water is nice with this one as
Okay.
well. Or if there's a little whiskey or rum that slips in, and use this as your simple syrup
Yeah.
and bitters.
Just
Hey,
loves it said
That
it's-
sounds amazing.
who am I to
yeah.
say no?
That's right.
Right?
Oh,
Oh,
gorgeous.
let's see. Something else. Oh, things we're known for. Some smoked olives.
Oh my god.
That's
yes.
like eating meat.
I need that.
Yeah, so
And
you, your hands are full.
My hands
so
are
I'll hold
full.
this for you. And
what is that? Ketchup.
jerk peach ketchup. Jerk peach. There's berry. There's like triple berry, which is really nice. There's cherry chili. And there's peach.
What do you feel? You choose, Gabby. What do you think? We got to give Gabby something to choose from.
That's right. This has all been
Right?
a lot of Rekha, and I'm
A
feeling
lot of
left
Rekha
out.
shopping.
You said is jerk cherry, sorry?
Jerk peach.
Jerk
And then the
peach?
other one was the.
There's triple berry, which is like sharp and dark, like lots of blackberry and molasses.
Okay.
And then there's cherry chili hot sauce.
The cherry chili hot sauce. Gotta go with that.
And that's what this room smells of today.
Oh.
We'll actually have to take it off the table. You'll get it fresh.
Nice. Exclusive. That's right.
So, let me bring you a cherry chili hot sauce.
Yes.
Check it out.
Now look at this haul.
This is the haul right here.
Bang, bang, bang. So what did we end up telling with? So we had...
So we have the peach matcha jelly, which I was really interested in. This is like one of the jellies that they're making in the back right now to get that really nice clear.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, beautiful. And then the raspberry mango jam, which we tried as well in the back. This one's for Gabby because he needs one.
Yes.
This is the chai spiced pear shrub, and you said this was for adding to.
It's a concentrated beverage syrup.
Okay.
Yeah. So that one is black tea, pear juice, cardamom, ginger, vanilla.
Oh, awesome. This one I'm really excited for. This like spicy tropical dill.
Yeah, I love the color of red in there.
Like,
That's
right?
like, wow.
Isn't that
Yeah.
beautiful?
And you
That's
get to watch
gonna
it
be-
dance.
It'd
Yes.
be hot.
Some real vanilla because I need that in my life for my coffee.
Yeah.
Truly. And then of course smoked olives. Ugh. That'd be so good.
So we
And
smoke them back here,
Perfect.
and then we rejar them. Yeah.
Smoke how do you smoke them?
We set wood on fire and put a hose in the bucket.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Big bit in the wood, and it's cherry wood.
Cherry wood.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. Oh, and this is that
And I have a
fresh
cherry chili hot sauce. This is still warm.
one. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
wow. So
Still
it's just
warm.
literally hot off the press.
Hot off the press.
Yes.
Love it. Cool.
This is the
Perfect.
RNG in the 780 hall right
That's
here. Yes.
If our friends are nice and the other teams, we might share. But
Maybe.
if not, come on down. 'Cause,
Honestly, you have to. It's hard not to. It's such a lovely little area as well. This is like Ritchie White Ave area, just on 82nd here.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, Joanna is a pleasure to be around.
I'm here for you.
Yes, she's awesome to socialize with, awesome to like tour you around and just make sure that you have an amazing time, an amazing selection, of course. So
and we have to say, Joe, like, you just seem to have such a passion. I think the entire time we've been streaming, you've been all smiles. So we can
I
tell
do
when
like
this
it.
is when this is
Good.
your passion and this is what you love. We always love to see kind of like local businesses just be so excited and so happy to kind of see us, and they're excited to have their products featured, of course.
Yeah.
And anything that kind of brings it back, because like we said, the pandemic was just such a mess. It's nice to see people's faces again.
Yes.
hopefully, and
Yeah, and people.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Totally.
Well, thank you so much, Joanna,
Pleasure.
for letting us come in and talk to you and showing us around. It's been an amazing time. This is RNG in the 780, and you can catch us on our live stream on VidFlex.